Yes. What is good? Good to see, good to be. It's Dilly D out here hanging out for a golden time. We're ready for another vibration creation session. This is number 5. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Truly a wonderful thing to behold with all you guys. I'm going to make sure that I've got my secondary audio turned down because that would be a real problem. I hope everyone is enjoying the comeback to potential normality. And if that's not how you see it, then hopefully you can still enjoy this evening. Before we get truly started, a great way to get grounded, as we know, is to acknowledge the traditional sacred ground that we are on. I should say the sacred ground, and where I am standing right now, the traditional custodians are the Boomerang and the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. So I'd like to pay respects to elders past, present, emerging. Acknowledge that sovereignty of this land was never ceded, and to this day the effects of the injustice is widespread. And I encourage everyone to be mindful of the historical context, and to consider what role they can play when it comes to moving forward. So today, vibration creation session. I'm going to have to just bring him in because for me to explain without having the main plays in this game would be a real shame. That's some poor rhyming for you. So let's bring it in. At first, we've got Georgia Delaney Martin. Here we go. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
There she is. Hello, hello, hello. Next, we got another familiar face, Rhath, aka the botanist. Good to see, good to be. Let's go.
Yeah.
Next, we got a dear pal Nick, a warm heart, a sweet spirit, and last but certainly not least, we have Tumi the bee. The question is, to be, or is this Tumi? What's good? Welcome everybody to Vibe Union Creation session number 5.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Howdy. Good to be
So, I mean, in terms of people who are unfamiliar with the faces that are on the screen right now, it's quite the smorgasbord, if you will. I'm just stealing quotes and lines from Mashud, aka MQ, right now, because I feel like you just got to do it in honor of. And hopefully he's tuning into the stream right now. But Rhath, key producer at a Vibe Union, also doing the stuff for himself, an MC. You've got a bit of a sweet loop for us this eve. You've got a foundation for us to work on, Rhath.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
What have you got to offer for us today?
Do you want me to describe it or to play it?
We won't play it just yet. I just want you to describe it. Give us a couple sentences and then we'll pass the parcel,
Mellow, uplifting, sunshine, tequila by the pool, all the things that I that I love in life. Sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that. A side of alcoholism is always, something that we can lean upon. Very nice. Georgia, what's the feel and vibe coming into tonight? What's in your mind? What do you think is going to happen?
What's in my mind? I love that sort of description of the beat, and that's absolutely where I'm at. But also, in saying that, acknowledging time that has maybe been wasted, I feel like is maybe where I'm at. That kind of dichotomy of those two things existing.
Playing catch up.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're quick in the slips if you're into cricket terminology. I can't believe I said that. Nick,
Know your audience. That's good.
I don't think I do. Swing and a miss. Anyway,
So
moving
weird.
right along. Nick, what a classic setup you got over there. What are you prepared to do this evening with us?
Well, I'm prepared to play some guitar, I suppose. Yeah, first time doing something like this, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But hopefully I'll just be able to provide some nice sounds.
Beautiful. Very dependable when it comes to that department, so it's always good to have you on board, Nick. Tumi the Bee. Obviously another first timer with this type of setup, 2.5 to 3 hours. How do you feel about the turnover of making a verse or a hook or something in that time to fit in with this sweet production of Rhath?
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I mean, bars, baby.
I mean, bars, baby. What
Bars,
else could it
baby.
be?
All I have to do is
Uh,
rap. If you got if I have to sing or anything, it'll be a problem. But if all I have to do is rap,
If it comes to you, if you feel it.
Yeah, except that I have a feeling that if I did start singing, everyone would end up needing to switch off their mics because I'm fucking my pitch is gone. But I am actually
Kind of
very
want to hear that.
keen. Really?
Little bit.
Rhath's
Little bit.
great with the auto tune. We can save.
Yeah.
Save saving grace to anything, man. Don't worry about it.
Nice, nice.
You need a safety net. Rye will catch you with his spider web.
Aw. Will you be my Peter if I'm your Mary Jane, Rhath?
Oh,
It's everything I've ever wanted.
Will you kiss me upside down?
that's so beautiful.
Wow, this one's gonna get spicy.
Yeah, let's cut down on the tone of this for a second. Let's get back to some housekeeping before we start truly rolling into it. Just a couple things. Firstly, tip jar in the comment description part of this video down below. To keep us doing these kind of shows, these events that we continuously want to put on for you, give us a little bit of support, whatever it may be. We are open source like the Android, but we need a little bit of coinery to truly take our message to the marketplace and send it home, if you know what I mean. So put it in the jar. Don't think twice about it. It's all good. It's all gravy. Moving on. If you can't put it out in the jar for us, for a tip jar, then maybe you need to come down to our State of Oscillation session this Saturday, which is truly one of the best spiritual investments you will make in 2021. Georgia is quite the advocate of State of Oscillation. Please, if you'd like to talk us quickly through the vibe of that event, what people could expect and why they should come.
Well, there's 2/3 of the main sort of act are already on this live stream tonight. So this is a preview of something that's not going to be happening on Saturday night.
Well said. Well said.
But it's all house music. It is an incredible radio bar in Fitzroy. They are so welcoming and they just create such an incredible space. We have a couple of artists going to be painting throughout the course of the day, members of Vibe Union, but it's also encouraged that people can contribute, can paint and create whatever they would like. But yeah, house music from 1 o'clock until 11 o'clock p.m. on Saturday.
Music and vibes. What else are we? What else do we do with our time? You know, what else could we even do?
What could you do with your time?
Good. And before we once again really get into this creation session, one final bit of pluggage. Some of the Vibe Union people have been jumping on the Twitch situation. Your boy Rhath is doing live music production streams Thursday morning, 9 a.m. The breakfast beat situation. You already know what it is. You got MQ Music. You got Mash on Sundays, kicking it, doing writing songs, whatever it may be. Man of many talents. And myself, generally Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, just talking to the local artists about the local produce. So you just got to check it out.
And I believe we'll have a new show joining us pretty soon from Nick at some point. Not to put you on the spot, Nick, but I've heard rumors.
Spot,
Yeah,
Nick?
I've been gearing up for it. Yeah, I'm new to the whole live streaming thing, but I'd like to give it a shot pretty soon. We're getting there. We're getting there. So
You're already leagues are beyond all of us with your live with your streaming setup there. You got dual camera setups and all kinds of shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's the technical know-how. It's like actually knowing how to use it. At the moment, it's like fucking clicking things and realizing that things aren't working, and then you're troubleshooting for 2 hours, and that doesn't make a good live stream. So
I didn't have audio for like 20 minutes last time. I wouldn't worry about it.
all right.
Well, you crazy kids, I think we're at that point where we actually get to show the people what we will be working on this evening. So, Rhath, if you want to take the lead on the showing of that, that would be great.
Yeah.
Please, Rhath, let's give us a little of the...
Let's do it. This is what we got so far.
vibes in the comments, please. Drop hands, drop emotes, whatever you need. Bananas, capsicum, vegetables.
There we go. It's a little flavor.
Woo!
Damn.
Some
Okay,
relaxed.
so Georgia, you seem very aligned with Rye's articulation of what this song is. Building on that, what do you think you'll be adding in terms of ideas and textures and layers to this piece?
Sort of what I said before, I really liked the concept of, I don't know, a sense of duality of like you can be having a really great time and then this kind of sense of like you've wasted time and making up is sort of what you said, Dilly, before of making up time. And I really am feeling that for myself at the moment and I'm writing in line with that. So
Cool.
yeah, I like that kind of the contrast of those two things.
Do you have a particular approach to your singing or writing? Do you have a style that comes to mind? Like, what do you feel your strengths are?
I'd say probably more of like an R&B kind of vibe is what I'm already feeling from the song, and I think nothing that's sort of jars within the track. I think something that goes with that sort of smooth bass line I think would work really well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're talking smooth, not crunchy peanut butter.
Which is actually not what I enjoy. So
Well, how about that? Who would have thought? What a
Duality.
horrible
Two
example for
things
me to bring up.
existing.
Exactly. There it is. Tumi the Bee, is there anything thematically that's popping up to you? What's your mind buzzing on at the moment after hearing it?
Whew. Honestly, literally, this is how I feel listening to it. If you want an accurate description of what I feel, that is all I have. There's too many of you and there's too much going on right now for me to be able to sit down and listen. I'm kind of amateur in the sense that I need to be able to like just hear it with no other distractions for a while, and then I feel it. I feel like it's kind of cruisy, but that's about it. It just feels chill, man, to me.
Cool.
But subject matter and where I'm at and whatever emotional richness I've got to bring to it from my life, that shit is all underneath the surface.
There it is. Well, hopefully we can tear some layers away from your sweet skin this evening.
Strip me naked.
We'll start with the clothes, and then we'll get our way to the skin. Nick, anything else you want to add to what could possibly, I guess what could happen in the track for you at the moment, or do you just need to get in there and doodle?
Yeah, I think for me, I largely work trial and error. So, but I have a general idea of the kind of sounds that I want to achieve, and then the rest is just noodling until I get some sounds that I feel like are working. And I sort of run with those ideas. So for this track, I think I'll go with my electric and try and get some like smooth guitar melodies in there if I can, and then maybe some lush reverby kind of guitar that Rye can work with to help pad out some ambience or something.
Beautiful. Golden. Well, looks like we're very close to breaking away for the moment. Just before we do, is there any questions that you guys have for each other or anything you want to establish? Because just remember, I mean, you do have some limited communication in the Discord channels, but you might feel a little bit isolated from this point onwards. So is there anything you want to establish before you break away now between the bunch of yous?
I think it's probably a really good idea for me to be like with Georgia, because as the singing vocalist with the R&B vibes, you are the emotion dripper, you are the theme dripper, you are the bringer of the drip when it comes to that. So
the lead dripper. That's horrible.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'll take it back. I don't even know.
Why would you say something like that? But Georgia, does it remind you of anything in particular, like anything that you've heard before thematically when you listen to it?
I think there's definitely like a Tom-ish kind of vibe
Tom-ish.
in this, yeah,
Okay.
in this particular track.
Cool.
Maybe like vocals, I'm thinking like a Cleo Soul kind of thing.
Okay.
Just not at all saying that it will go in that direction, but that's sort of what's
Yeah,
coming up
but that's
for
what you're
me.
feeling right now. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think I'm probably going to ask you 1,000 more questions so that you and I
Let's-
can be like,
Yeah, that's so fine. And likewise.
Beautiful. Nick or Rye, anything before we split the pie?
Yeah, I think Rye, you and I should also have some lines of communication open so we can see kind of where we want to take the track, and then obviously, try and piece in the vocals as well. Maybe Georgia and Tumi, if you have like a vocal melody or something that you want to play with, I'm more than happy to try and harmonize on it. I think that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
do you want to go verse? Do you want to start off with the standard? How do you feel about? I'm gonna think about verse. I'll think about chorus, but I'm gonna start with verse, and then Georgia, if you want to go wherever you're most comfortable.
Sure. I'm
go
happy
for a
to
little-
think about a chorus or something like that. That's when we go from there.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful. How do we all feel? Are we feeling prepared, ready, excited, enthusiastic about this journey we're about to take together?
Feeling sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweaty boys.
Just on like a little bit of tech housekeeping, just purely for us, is there are two different Discord general chats. So if musicians and vocalists want to split apart in the background and have a chat at any point, very easily done.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Golden. Well, I'm going to shoot you guys out of here except for Rhath. I'll start talking with me boy Rhath. Good luck, everyone. I'll be touching base and we'll be touching base with you all soon. Good luck, I guess. Go get it. Whoa. All right, see you guys soon. Bye. Yeah, here it is. The botanist and and the bard.
I feel quite connected to the earth today with these new threads.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's get to it
Botanist.
now that we can see it. The floral display that is Rhath's new shirt. Do you want to talk us through this? It's a seeming switch. It's a step in a different direction of your normal costume or fashion, which is all blacks, like the Kiwis. So you want to talk about what happened here? What's going on? I like it. By the way, I've already approved this shirt, but please tell us
I
more
ran
about it.
everything by Dilly before I brought it out into the world. Of course.
Of course.
Much as I run past all my music by you before I release it, so too does all my fashion choices get the check off.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect me to be the fashionista, but yeah, certainly I do give clearance for many outfits. New threads. Well said, Saskia. New threads. So is this the production top, the party top, or
It's gonna be the
producer
everyday.
top?
This is the sun's out. This is the sun's out top.
Right.
I was
So
ready.
if it's-
I in the middle of winter, I decided I'm still wearing my all blacks on most days. But once that sun comes out, I've got a nice little selection here ready to go. I
Damn,
think it's
baby.
about time. Yeah.
Oh shit! I
Gotta
love
show
it.
this world my newfound confidence that you've played a part in building for me.
Where'd you find it?
It was always inside me. It just needed to be unlocked.
Yes. Well said, my friend. Well said, my friend. All right, cool. So, the artists that you're working with, the collaborators, they've all got their little mission. They're kind of going off now and doing a little bit of a dabble. Do you have any steps in mind, like any things that you're going to instantly start adding to this track, or are you just going to start doodling a little bit? What's the thought? What's the thought process? we
First
at?
thing is first is I'm not happy with the drums,
Okay.
and I think they're really going to be pushing this whole thing forward. So I got to tighten those up. I originally made them with my with a little bit of kind of makeshift beatboxing, just doing the hats with a little
Okay.
and
okay.
then swapping them out for some new for the MIDI instruments. And it's okay, it's there. Let's have a little kind of look where we're at with it.
Oh. Yeah. Is that live? Live drums in the.
I definitely try and produce,
Cool.
very natural sounding drums for this kind of track. I think it's the snares. Maybe a snare and the hats are my main issues at the moment. So I'm going to scrap those two things and maybe keep that kick and see what else we can come up with. Yeah.
Let's
So
listen.
So straight up already I've got actually I'll also kind of explain like how this started. So like a lot of beats, especially in the world of computers, you start with a sample pack. I'm starting with Arcade here, which is an excellent kind of curated and very easily manipulated sample library. Subscription service, big fan of it, and that's where these keys are from. So we've got a bunch of different samples on there.
Okay. Break it down for us.
And I'm just going through and just choosing the ones in the sequence that I want. And what's our settings? I like Arcade because it's relatively. I mean, you can go in, you can get really, you can go over the top with it if you want to, but I like that there's 4 controls here.
Right.
Not too much to do, which I like.
So once you got your samples in there, it's kind of you're almost limited in a good way about what you can kind of do with it out in the Arcade plugin.
Yeah, it keeps me moving.
Yeah.
So, but now I've also got here, these are some more hats that I've just taken from another Arcade sample thing. So I might start with these ones now. And I think I'm digging that a lot more.
I like that. The progression is nice. How do you think you're
actually, that's all I needed. I've just changed the sound of that snare slightly, and I'm so much happier with it.
What did you just tweak there?
It says the shaper. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's kind of like choosing what part of the frequency range to accent.
Okay. Like what kind of waveform? Would that be right? Or nay?
Well, let's listen. So. It's really subtle when it's by itself, but
it's got a bit of character in there. I really like it. Shout out to Ivory Archer. You are also one of our people. Vibing.
Okay. I dig that so much more. Yeah, so much better.
Just kind of cuts through a bit better.
Yeah.
A bit brighter as well. Is that
yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's amazing how much you can make a beat, obviously an amazing beat with like not the perfect sound selection, but it's amazing how much the sound selection will just like elevate it so much.
Yeah, absolutely. The sound palette.
Yeah. All right. looks like a little turnaround. I can just.
I'd love for everyone in the comments now just to drop a little emoticon that you feel like best summarizes what Rhath's working on now.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Late night city.
Cool. All right. Let's see if Nick's chatting to me here. Oh yeah.
If he
shit,
is-
shit, told everyone.
If he is, let me know and I can jump ships. Jump
Oh, yeah.
ships.
I just forgot to tell people. BPM.
That's true.
All right. Cool. So that's that's the basics. I'm actually pretty happy with that.
I have a question.
Yo, talk to me.
How do you feel like the change up in the song is going to come across? Is that kind of what you're hunting now? Something that can be like, okay, that's the switch up, you know?
I really like. I think things like little things that just cut through the beat. That keep things moving. Now it's kind of vague, but so I'm not looking for like necessarily the next part of the song, but just like a little sample that will just pop in every now and then, just to kind of let us know that things are moving.
Yeah, okay. And what are you expecting to get from Nick to play with?
I know he's got those chops in him. I know he's got that Tom Misch vibe in him when he wants it. So maybe I'll expect some of that. Which is something I'm trying to keep in mind as well. I don't want to go too crazy with anything because I'm gonna try and build it around him. Oh, okay. Maybe some more percussion.
Ooh, yes. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
It's a bit of glassware, isn't it?
nice.
Just letting everyone know, people who have just jumped in the stream and are like, what the hell is this? This is the vibration creation session number 5.
Oh, baby.
This is a 2
I
to
don't hate
3
that.
hour live stream. Okay, this is probably a hard time to do an announcement, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll drop my volume. Do it.
All right. So if this is your first time in this stream and you're like, hey, what's going on here? This is Vibe Union's vibration creation session number 5. And over the space of 2 or 3 hours, Vibe Union associates make a track. And we get to follow the process all the way through, pretty much from start to finish. This is a fortnightly stream. And yeah, if there's something that interests you and you might want to get onto one of these live streams, please feel free to reach out to us. We also do a whole lot of live shows across the board, open mics, spoken word. So please hit up Vibe Union if you want to get creative. Get creative. Oh, hey. Cool. It looks like Nick might be ready to have a little hey yay powwow.
Yeah,
So,
sweet.
Rhath, how do we feel about I feel like we've had a nice little insight into the start of what's happening here. How about I touch base with you in a little bit?
Take me away, baby. I'm happy.
Beautiful. Thank you for doing your thing and showing us and sharing your love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love, baby. All right, Nick, my dude.
Howdy.
Here we go. How are we, my sweet friend?
Yeah, good man. Yeah, I've just come up with a few little ideas. Noodling on guitar.
If
I
you'd
thought I'd
like
share
to,
with you guys.
yeah, please give us a little noodle. Go for it, Nick.
For sure. All right, so I've just got some effects set up down here with my guitar pedals. So this is the kind of sound that I'm getting.
Oh,
And yeah, something a little bit reverby, something chill. And
yeah.
I'll
What are the
start
effects? What are the effects you've laid on there?
Well, let me bump this
What
camera
what, what
down.
pedals we got going?
I'll show you. Here we are.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we are.
All right. So we've got a compressor pedal, running it into a chase bliss mood, which I've got set to a reverb,
Okay.
and just lightly added some reverb there, and then I'm smearing the reverb with a delay pedal.
Okay.
And then that's running through into Ableton Live. And Ableton Live is then got a little bit more, just a smidge more reverb.
Okay.
And another compressor to bring up some of those tones from the delay and the reverb.
Okay. So do you normally
yeah.
do you normally kind of stack up on compressors and reverbs in the sense of pre and post fader and pedal and through the door that you're using? Is that normally part of your setup?
To be honest, I've only just recently started messing around with guitar pedals, so I've had some
Okay.
of these pedals for quite a while, but I haven't really done a lot of recording with them until recently. So most of the times that I've recorded guitar, it's just adding effects in post on Ableton,
Right.
and like tweaking with the sounds there, or using like VSTs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Either that or just recording straight from a guitar amp and using the reverb from the guitar amp. Yeah. So I'll just chuck the beat on Ableton.
Please.
So
Take it away, Nick.
you can see what it sounds like in context. I'll turn it up a little bit.
Is that a little bit faster? Is the tempo a little bit faster there?
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I
I've
think
got it
it
set
is.
to 98. Georgia said it was 98. Has anyone actually got a legit BPM for what the... Oh, Rhath says it's 98. Oh, you
There
know
you
what?
go.
That's probably because I adjusted it. Let's delete it and we'll drop it back in.
Did you warp or not warp the clip?
I must have accidentally warped it when I adjusted the BPM. That's perfect. Thanks for picking up on that, Dilly.
No, all good, of course.
All right, so here we go. I think it might still have actually...
It still seems a little fast.
It does, doesn't it? We don't want it to warp. Here we go. Oh my god, there we go.
Hey, you got it. You got it.
We got it. So at the moment, just little feels like that.
Yeah. Just kind of dancing around. What's there?
Yeah, we still got a bit more ideation to go. So I'll figure
No.
out some of those fills. I'll try to figure out some chords for it, and then a bit of a guitar solo. But you can come back to me on that one once I've figured it out.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just a couple questions before I let you go for this round, my
for sure.
dude. movie-wise, what kind of sounds do you think is going to be more in? What movie is most in line with the sounds you're trying to recreate at the moment? If you had to go for it.
What movie? That's a good question. Ah. Um. You know what? Like maybe I don't know why. I think just aesthetically, rather than the kind of music you would hear in the film.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe a scene from a Wes Anderson film. And
Okay.
my
Okay.
girlfriend Christine, if she's watching this, she's gonna hate that because she hates Wes Anderson films.
Oh no.
But I don't know. There's a certain aesthetic to his films that are really strong, and they're just very colorful. And so musically, when I think about it, I can see different like tones and colors and things coming through in the music that maybe I could work with.
Play with beautiful. Well, thanks for sharing, my dude. I can't wait to see what you shoot off to Rye a bit later on. I'll let you do your thing for now. Um, yeah, good luck, my dude. Best of luck with it, Nick. I'll let you
Cheers,
get
man.
back to it. Cheers. All right, all right, all right, all right. We've seen what Wrath and Nick are up to. We've made a bit of progress. We wonder if they're gonna make it home to the end of the show. Not everyone makes it to the end. Not everyone makes it to the end. Not everyone makes it to the end. But I feel that my friends will make it through. We're in good hands tonight. Aside from me, your boy Dilly D, hanging out here for a golden time. Vibration Creation Sessions. It's all about a combination of alliteration, rhyming, poetry, and potency. Thanks everyone joining in. If you'd like to put into the comments some kind of emoji or indicator that you are feeling it, that you are in the zone, that you are hopefully not home alone tonight. Hopefully there is somebody who can put an arm over your shoulder for those who are feeling a little bit more isolated than the rest of us. And I will tell you what, I'm one of those people feeling a little bit isolated. But that's why Vibe Union, Tribe Union, I Union is here to prevail in all sense of what could be prevailing. Just a reminder, the tip jar is down in the comments, the description of this video. I should say, not the comments. You are the comments. In the description of the video, the tip jar, please consider us to be poor artistic beggars on the side of a digital scape, digital strip, if you will. And, you know, our pixelated paws are in front of you and they're reaching out, and you can see the pixels coming in and out of crystallization, and you wonder, will their hand be able to hold what cryptocurrency you want to send out from your pouch? And just letting you know that whatever it is, we will accept with open arms. um it's really something that we would like. So yeah, if you've got it, drop it. If not, you're still most welcome here, and we bloody love yous. Just bloody love every single one of yous. Looks like Wrath might be ready for us to actually no, we'll give him a few more minutes. Also, a gentle reminder, State of Oscillation, the 30th of October. Wait, that's this coming Saturday. Did you want a whole day's worth of music and an evening's worth of music and the potential to draw upon a canvas? Well, look no farther than Radio Bar. Vibe Union, in conjunction with Tandem Reserve, will be putting on one of the ultimate evenings and afternoons in town. Last one was a sellout success, a full blown escapade of wonder and appreciation and enjoyment. So, my God, if you just don't go to the Vibe Union Facebook page and look at their events and check out State of Oscillation, which is going to be featuring Wrath, Georgia, also known as DJ STP, and we also got AB1. So it's all acronyms, it's all abbreviated, and it's all cool shit. So please check that out. All right, Rhath, I feel like I'm gonna crash you a little bit. You seem like you could probably almost be ready for something, so I am gonna bring the boy on board, whether he likes it or not. Oh. It's Rhath.
I had the site muted. I had no idea you were here.
No, you're good. I just slipped in then. It was cheeky. Where we at, my dude? What funk have we been chunking with?
I've not done a huge amount. I mean, kind of searching for what I'm needing, but I think what I've decided on is I think I want this bass line to be a bit more of a top line, not top line, but like taking some of that low end out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how this goes.
Brum, 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 brum. I like it.
And this will be my sub here.
Yeah, drop it down. Want some double bass vibes.
That sub needs a little bit more grit though. There we go. It's peaking like a motherfucker. See how that goes.
No peeking, granddad.
See if that works. Oh, start the start. Come on.
Start at the start, mate.
That might be what I want.
Sucksy. How much space are you giving the people to play with? How much space are you giving them?
How do you mean?
Well, do you expect a typical 16 from Tumi and a typical 8 from G? What are your thoughts?
I'm happy to work around whatever they give me. Though I also might maybe I'll be a bit ruthless. Who knows? If I just think things need to be cut down.
Are you going to become a lumberjack this episode?
All right. So let's build up some sort of intro. Very simple. Yeah.
What have you? Sorry. I know you're building an intro, this, that, and the other, etc. I do have this pressing question, which is like, so you're on the first. You've been on. This is your third session of this year.
Yeah, that's correct.
So this is the second time as the producer.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you learned through these sessions? What will you be doing the same? What will you be doing differently?
Probably trying to build the chorus. Trying to build the chorus up more than I did last time. Something I've been learning more from doing my other live streams has been. Yeah, I think I've often let vocals lead the chorus, but now I'm quite in the mood at the moment for nice big instrument-led choruses, I think be better to kind of show you what I'm kind of talking about.
Yeah, please.
Let's go for the one I did the other day, which was this one. Let's see how that is.
I fucking love this track, man.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. So that's the chorus. That's the verse.
Okay.
So just like that wailing guitar is key to bring that energy up. So I want to see if I can do something similar to that in here.
Yeah, and introduce it early on, right? Is that the idea?
Potentially. It depends on what Nick gives me. Depends on what all of them give me. I quite like this flow because they don't know what the others are doing as much. Though this time there seems to be more communication in the background. But like last time, I don't think anyone had heard any other choruses or verses that had been laid down until the end.
Right.
And that was kind of cool.
exactly.
Like I just get given these pieces and I get to decide like how it all gets put together.
The Marco Orchestrator. Username unknown, aka Jason, just referenced yourself as a lumber Rhath.
A lumber Rhath.
I like that. He's always he's always good at articulating what is. All right, cool. Well, I feel like we've had a nice little sesh with you. I think our dear friend Georgia might be ready for a little powwow. So I'm going to bow out, leave you do your thing. And I'll talk to you soon, my guy. Good luck.
Hell
and
yeah.
Don't crumble under pressure, I guess.
I never do.
All right.
All right.
Big ups, my bro.
Bye.
As ready as always. Look at you, just TV ready, just about to go live. How long have
I'm ready
you been?
to cut when you are.
Yeah, okay. How long have you been on the field for, my lord?
Standing in the wind for 14 hours waiting for this very moment.
Can somebody please fix my makeup and hair for the 4th time?
Yes.
How's it?
Exactly.
How you sitting? How you feeling on your end? What's been happening?
Yeah. You're good.
Just straight hype at the moment, nothing else. You telling me you got an empty page.
Yeah,
How about the stress
tumbleweeds
levels?
across the desk.
Uh-huh.
No, stress levels controlled.
Mm-hmm. Is that a strength of yours, or do you often let the stresses get ahead of you?
It's a strength in that I don't let it show very easily.
Right.
It's all happening
Behind the
below
mask.
the surface. Yeah, exactly.
Below the surface. Very good.
Yeah, but no, I think what I sort of did was have the track looping and just recording whatever kind of came to mind. I sort of do that with anything that I write. I just have can be like an hour recording of just me just playing around either on the piano or singing or both or whatever. So I sort of did that with this as well.
Yep.
So yeah, I think I've come up with some little bits and pieces. Don't know if it's like a proper chorus or a hook yet, but
Cool.
Yeah.
Before you potentially show or share said little bits, what were your expectations coming into this? You've obviously seen these live sessions go on a number of times. How do you feel about working in like that 2 or 3 hour kind of time restraint?
That is stressful. I don't kind of do that like pressured creativity. I don't do very well. It's like it's a chipping away at my own pace kind of process. My expectation of it was that I would have a freak out and my mind would go blank and I wouldn't be able to pick anything up. So that was my expectation, and
we're not
I've already
that close.
exceeded it.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
But no, I think it's been really cool seeing all of the other vibration creations and seeing how other people work and sort of taking notes from other people, and once you're in it, kind of like, oh, this is pretty chill. It's not like you have people looking at you and forcing you to kind of do your own thing. And yeah.
Right. So, reflecting on other sessions, what are any of these tips that you picked up that you feel armed with now?
Definitely the looping, especially as a vocalist, not having like this pressure of like you have to get it in the first go. You just keep recording and you kind of stop thinking that it's recording, and just keep trying different things. And within that, you can take something that you've already done and build on that, or come up with a completely new idea. But it's all recorded, and you can go back and sort of look at what you've done, or it ends up sounding completely different and sounds better than what you thought it did, or vice versa.
I think the rough stop and start of doing takes doesn't really serve everyone. And
No.
especially for this kind of process, if you feel like you're counting the number of bad takes you've done under a time constraint,
The amount
that
of
could be a
frustration that I think
disaster.
comes out of something like that, of like you got to stop and you get annoyed with yourself that you didn't get it and realign it and all that sort of thing. So yeah,
Agreed.
I definitely yeah, that's something
Shall
I'm
we
taking.
shall we hear a little bit? Is there a possibility for you to play a little
There is a
snippet by chance?
possibility. Let me quickly, I can't remember which track it was that was the good recording, so let me like quickly mute
Please.
my mic and I'll have a little listen.
Quickly sift
And
through.
yeah, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. She's cool. Yeah, she's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Tumi so cool. Georgie so cool. Rhath be so cool. Nick be so cool. I am an icicle. I am an icicle. Hear me roar. Or don't. All the love for Georgia in the comments, absolutely. Hola and hail, it's all happening from Kelsey, Ivory, and Amutha. Talk about the Girl Squad strong is what I
There
guess
it
what I'm
is.
trying to say.
There it is. All right, I found it. I think it's
Yeah.
in time. Well,
When you're ready, Miss Martini, please. And thank you.
I hope I've got it all set up so that it actually plays properly.
No here.
Nothing?
No. You on Ableton currently?
Yeah. Should I do in?
Ouch.
both.
What's the output? Your sound card?
SoundCloud.
Your sound card or
Sound
interface?
card. Multi-output, so it's
Okay. Going to a
it
bunch
should
of
be
stuff.
fine. Yeah. we
And
should
is
go
your
to-
input on StreamYard the multi as well? Or just the mic?
No, it's just a mic. Let me do that.
Cool. Yeah. We figure out technology. We troubleshoot on the run here. We're more Whoa, that was an explosion. Did you hear
Sorry.
that as I heard that? That's okay. So I may not be able to hear you now, but if you play the track, I can give you a thumbs up if it's coming
Okay.
through. Actually, I can hear you, so
You can hear me.
discount that.
I'm scared now that something's gonna blow up. Time has been wasted. Days we'll never get back. No matter how hard we try. Drugs you have taken to help you feel less alone is the cornerstone of the life we're living. The tales we tell ourselves and everyone around. That's where we got so far.
That's beautiful, G. You've practically
Thanks,
done
man.
it. You really got in there. It kind of sits nicely. It's
Thanks.
sweet. It's very accessible. Cool. So what are your ideas now? Are you kind of going for? Are you trying to chisel it more to refine it, or are you looking to lay in now, or what are your ideas?
There's like a little bit I think at the end that I wanna add in a little bit more of like a hook or something that sets it apart from that little
Yep.
verse, couple of lines thing. But yeah, maybe some harmonies kind of thing. Layer it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't really play around with a lot of effects. That just doesn't feel. But maybe I could try that. Maybe I could
Well,
do that now. But it also doesn't feel
nah,
like it needs it.
I reckon leave any of that kind of stuff up to whatever,
Yeah.
the producer, right? Because for you and myself, those who don't dabble, with it so much, we might be a little heavy-handed with these things, if you know what I mean.
The robot voice on it.
Exactly. I just go full robot.
Yeah.
You take
Oh,
away
that
the
sounds
grace.
good. No, that's great. Keep that.
Wait, is that a strongly compressed autotune robot? Yeah, no, we'll take that one. We'll take that one.
Oh, I like the sound of that. That's nice.
That's very
Yes.
nice. It's not so delicate, kind of aggressive. It's present, that's for sure. Cool. Well, it sounds like you're on a good direction. Hang in there. You are doing well.
Thank you.
No need for stress, and I look forward to touching base with you soon. I'll let you
Yeah.
go.
Cool, man.
Keep doing you, G. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, good. Bye. Can you believe it? Looks like George is really on the road to success there. Looks like everyone's kind of getting in la groove. This is probably a good position now. We've been up for an hour. Probably a good time to have a stretch, get up, maybe go get a drink, go to la toilette, do what you got to do, be what you got to be. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of stalling. And I guess that stalling might take place. I just feel like reciting something for you guys just quickly. This is a little track of mine called One Mind. I'm just going to do a little spoken word for you. And then I'm going to touch base with Tumi the Bee. Okay? We'll get to base with Tumi the Bee. All right. One mind puts many men in a mind, getting resources. Sorceress that is feminine puts many men on the battlefield. Never yield, gotta serve. Some wounds never heal. Tom and Lannister with canisters and nitrous oxide in a TIE fighter gassed up, compressed air, cold cylinders iced up. Gotta decompress here. Yeah. Cannon bad rappers, I can't even sleep. Wrapped up like a cocoon with some nice sheets. Just another wordsmith, don't need to act streets. Paddle pop, never gonna sting. I'm a butterfly, same patterns on my wings, both sides. Butterfingers melt inside. Into light like a moth, I'm a burning die. Wait, just a metaphoric campfire. Chin up, shepherd of the herd, burning steps, you're in my fur. Feeling cat stock purr. Don't want a cat and mouse like Tom and Leo. Catch me if you can, but I've departed. One mind puts many men in a mind, getting resources. Sorceress that is feminine puts many men on the battlefield. Never yield, gotta serve some wounds. Never heal. Yeah, thank you. Tumi the Bee hopefully is ready for me to pipe down, to disrupt the dilly trance that I could get you in. So yeah, here we go. Let's bring Tumi in. Yeah. I brought you in, but you're there we go. I can't hear you right now, I don't think. I'm not sure if you need to change the input from something to something. You know what it is. It's always that thing. Just one of those things, Because I'm using my ins and outs in one place, and I'm using my outs and ins in another place. And if they're sharing the same out and or in, then where could that be in? So maybe in StreamYard, maybe it's those settings there. It also looks like you're muted, Looks like you've muted yourself on StreamYard. I think that is. There we go. Yes. Yes. We are good now. Oh, so we're so good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, there we are. You're
I'm sorry.
fucking with
I'm
me.
messing around. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
God, I'm
I-
the host of a live show. You can't be the one fucking with me. I'm meant to be the
I
person
know.
keeping you guys on your toes, not me. Don't keep
I
me on my
know.
toes. I'm already standing up. I don't need it. Okay.
Can I apologize to you? Can I apologize to the establishment?
Well, I don't apologize to the establishment. I thought we were trying to dismantle.
Are we
that.
trying to
I'm
hex
so
the establishment?
confused. Yeah, I guess so. I think that's the intentions of some of us. Got DJ STP.
Got
That's
Jake
quite-
in the back here giving me all the instructions. If I had read his careful instructions before I came back on, I wouldn't have had my mic on while I was sitting here. He's literally giving me a rundown. He's like, bring up the camera and mic. And I'm like, ha! I'm thinking about as soon as Daily brings me in, I'm gonna fuck with him.
Yeah,
That's what
you're just ready. You're just ready to powwow. You don't want to worry about that technical shit.
Fuck all
But
that
there is-
technical shit out.
But there's Jay Keps, forever holding the background, the behind the scenes, the back end. Can you believe
I
it?
feel like if this was basketball or some sport that cool people play, Jay Kep's like he's your alley oop guy. He's your layup. He's your alley oop guy. He's your 3-point shooter guy. He's your penalty guy.
He's
Silent
the-
but deadly.
Right. He's the Hail Mary. He's the unspoken truth on the court, is what Jay
He's
Keps
the
is.
unspoken truth on the court. I fucking dig that.
That's nice, isn't it? It's kind of profound, isn't it?
It is.
Oof. So how'd we go on your end, man? Where are you at? Have you, talk us through it. What's been happening?
Yeah, I think we got like what 8-ish bars or something. For me, just so I guess I should explain my process, even though
Please.
explaining yourself is the worst thing you should ever do. I'm very conscious of the fact that because I'm rapping, like it's very easy for me to say a whole lot of shit that doesn't make sense, which is good if it's intentional. But considering that it's actually a pretty dope beat, I'm like, yo, I don't want to be rapping about shoes when we're talking about one thing. So I really needed to hear what Georgia was going to do, or be the one to say, this is what we're going to do. And I feel like my take on songs is that the hook, everything builds up to the hook, to the chorus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Did you
I
say
needed to.
builds up to or is built around or both or either? Talk to me.
I always feel like a verse, you know what? Built around is a really good versatile way to do it. But I think if you, for something this high energy, it's good if it builds up to, whether that's cadence or I don't know, whether it's cadence or even just content.
So that first chorus hook is kind of wanting to be like almost like the peak moment in the track when it first comes in the build and the lead up all coming into there. Okay, cool.
It should also feel like it kind of, if you don't know what I'm saying, because I'm a rapper, I know, like you hear me the first time, it's like you might not catch every word, you might just catch a snippet here and there. When you get to the chorus,
all about that brekkie.
All about
bacon
that
and eggs.
brekkie, bro. That bacon, that eggs. When you get to the chorus, even if you only caught a snippet, that should sum it up for you. So that when you hear the next thing, you have an expectation. What is it? It's context switching, and it's content consistency. I learned that from someone the other day. It's a no-brainer.
Content consistency or context switch up?
Sorry,
both.
context consistency.
Content
and context consistency.
Yeah. I like that. I guess that's like that's the theme, right? Like that's another way to describe that is kind of the theme.
100.
Yeah.
100. Now the only thing is I don't know how I'm gonna play this very, very short demo that I have because my interface is very, very, very unfriendly and does things like switches off my microphone and does not respond well to me. Do you have the file in your Discord?
Yeah,
it's actually up in your Discord. In case, and I'm not saying, you know what, it would be better if you didn't play it because let it be a surprise, right?
We could do that, or I could touch base with Ryan a second, and when we jump onto his thing, we could peep it there. But if you want to talk us, through the approach and how you got to where you got to, and then we might be able to sort playing that in a sec.
Yeah, sweet. I guess I listened to it. I feel like some of what Georgia said probably stuck, but also like just listening to it and hearing the I think I followed the bass. If I'm being very, very, very specific, I feel like I followed the bass because I was like, and I was like, oh, I feel that, and then the hats are just like, so I immediately just like I was like, okay, that's where I am, and then my heart rate just went up, and I was like, yeah, and then I literally just the first two things that I said, I was like, I think that's what this is about.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Just,
do you do the thing where you kind of have the beat looped and you just go for runs, or you kind of like you plan to go in and then punch in? You know, what's your kind of approach when it comes to recording? In your own terms?
I think I do a bit of everything. Like sometimes I might just put it on loop and just go through it, but that's kind of an unfocused approach for me, because if I do it that way, I might write the first half or the first 3/4, and because I've not told myself I want to get to the end, that's more fun for me. So it's kind of, but that's kind of sucks, because when you've got like what 2-3 hours, like it's not enough time. I can't loop. I could just freestyle over and over and over again, but that'll only give me a certain level of content. I need to like hone in a little bit.
Yeah. So I guess how in line is this process or setup compared to the normal way you approach tracks? Like, I guess not often. Would you say you can actually sit down for 2 or 3 hours most of the time and put down a verse or more? Like, how does that? Yeah, you kind of fits in with your turnover pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well. Because it's fuck, man, I've been rapping for a while, so you know.
Yes. So is this kind of going back to high school for you in the sense of like difficulty level?
No, it's coming back to right now, because I'll tell you something. Is my favorite thing. You know, as far as this process goes, my favorite thing is to go somewhere. We've done this before. We went to we were at MQ's house and we wrote that joint with Tricks. It was you, me, Tricks.
Rhath.
MQ didn't jump on Rhath. Rhath jumped on. Rhath did his verse another time because he was in the living room. But me, you, and Tricks were just sitting there fucking scratching away trying to get something out. But that's kind of good, because that pressure is like, that's my favorite shit. When you know you have to write, like right now, that's when you like just the pressure makes you just forget, you switch off everything else. You just like fucking hone in. And then there's other people around and you can bounce off each other's energy. That's life, man. I reckon that's how the best music is, like just a bunch of people. You sit down, boom, you just jam track after track after track. And then you go, boom, that's the hot shit right there. That one was in the studio last week with some guys. And the first thing we did was absolute ass, bro. Like it was ass, like, because we were trying to do a beat as well, so it was ass. But
right, you're trying to smash it all into one session, kind of thing.
Yeah. But then, like the third thing we did, because then we just kept playing, and then the third thing we did, it was like I was in the kitchen and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" Dude was playing the thing, and came back in the studio, and everyone else was like, "Woo!" And then that was it. It was just like, this is fire. I feel this. Let's write to this. And that shit was tight. That shit is fresh, you know?
So does that normally come out of, do you feel you kind of perform the best in the studio with some other people? Is that kind of in your, is that kind of your element? Did it take a while to figure that out, you know, in terms of like...
50-50. Yeah.
50-50.
Did you say, did it take a while?
Yeah, to figure out like, you know, your preference of, you know, working with collaborators or kind of doing this stuff solo.
Yeah, that took a while. I probably didn't start doing that until probably, this year. I mean, one time was with you guys, with the VU crew, because I used to be a hectic perfectionist. Now I'm just like, just write it.
Yeah.
And then writing with Tricks. Have you ever written with Tricks before, dude?
Only in the moment that you described a few minutes ago. And I do remember him being the first to the booth, and it being it being quite something. I remember my knees shaking a little bit, being like, "Oh no, what have I gotten myself into?
What am I doing now? This is the first time I wrote with that guy. We were rehearsing. We were finished rehearsing. We were at a studio, and I was like, "Oh, let's play some beats and write some shit." And we started writing some shit. And my process, and this was 3 years ago, my process before that was to sit down, walk around, have a cup of tea, write over a few days. And we sat down and started just writing. And I think I must have he had a notebook. He was writing in a notebook. I think I must have had like three bars that I thought were good enough that I hadn't scratched off. He was like
Yeah.
halfway down the page within 5 minutes. And then I was like, it's probably ass, bro. You really rap that fast? And then he rapped it. And I was like, I'm not going to be that good when I'm done in 2 days, brother. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be that good in 2 days. You just did that in like 5-10 minutes. He just, and I was like, yo, that's how motherfuckers are. I have to be able to do that.
Yeah, he's run the
You know?
simulation of producing fire so many times that it just it's on tap. His shit is on tap.
On tap.
And
It
I
just comes
and
out
I was,
just-
I'd say you're pretty much on tap as well, man. At the moment, I feel like you're on tap. I feel like you're off tap sometimes.
Far out. You're right. You know me too well, and now you're exposing that.
Oh well, I'm all about exposing vulnerable artists online. That's certainly the domain that I like. That is my lane, if you will.
Thanks, Lane.
Thanks, Lane. Shout out to Lane.
Shout outs to Lane.
All right, so you've got about 8 bars. What left do you have to do? Talk us through it. What's left for you for this period?
So my favorite thing to do is if it's a rap shit. So I'm gonna try to write. I'm gonna do the full 16 because the 16 is standard. I feel like that's the gold standard. If you can get away with 12 bars, you're a winner. But 16 is a good. 16 is good enough time to summarize. Start. After getting an actual straight 16 of content down, you know what I like to do? That's when I'll play around. And that's when I'll do my bad singing, but also think about stuff that I like layer and layer and layer. That's when I'll get experimental on something like this.
What's changed in your ad-lib game and backup game in the past couple of years?
Everything, bro. Like not everything like every time I do it, but I used to think ad-libs were like, yeah, you can kind of do them. But I've listened to a lot of music. I think I mentioned this to you once. I listened to a lot of music, especially trap music, and realized that and even old school hip hop, and we just realized that, man, ad-libs can make or break a song. Like I've actually listened to songs where you've got just I've taken the acapella, taken the beat, and then just smashed the acapella, mixed, and obviously it sounded shit. And even though it sounded shit, no ad-libs, bro, you know?
Right.
It's different. It's just different. I feel like ad-libs can just,
they can create balance in the force, can they not?
Fuck yeah.
Did you say fuck up first? You said fuck up first.
I did.
That's
Freudian slip. Why are you calling me out for my Freudian slips, bro? Like,
good.
It's one of those moments where you just need to pretend it didn't happen. Just pretend it didn't happen and just keep going. But you call it out. Like, this is why I don't drink with you anymore, Dave.
Yeah, because your fucking disgusting behavior does get called out when necessary. Truly, you're out of control. All right.
And I see what you're trying to do, bringing up the force and balance. You're trying to get me to you're trying to go into my tirade again.
I'm just trying to get you to nerd out. I want people to know that you are truly a nerd and a geek, and pretty much nothing more, nothing less. Well, you're great MC.
Aw, I love you for that.
I love you for that too. All right. On that sweet note, I feel like we've had enough before it gets truly intimate. I'm going to send you back to the darkness, the shadow, if you will. Blessings on blessings, and I'll talk to you soon, my dude. All right. Thank you. Bri. I can't believe that we did that. We got there. You know me. Very true. The bling out, so much character in ad libs. It's interesting. You can create a whole nother dynamic and sound and persona. You can have a secondary character as the ad lib. It's something pretty wild. Bri, I'm gonna get a little nod from you just to make sure that we are a-okay. There we are. All right.
Blessings to you.
Blessings on blessings. Blessings to the Milky Goddess. Amen. It is right to give praise and thanks for the lactating nutrition that will sustain us and supplement meat with dairy, I guess.
Dilly, can you give me 3 rappers, 3 of your favorite MCs when it comes to ad libs? Even better, MCs that you don't like as MCs, but you love their ad libs.
Let me take the quickest look at this Spotify playlist I have, which is called the Melbourne Oz hip hop scene. Dilly's eye on the scene. Who's got great ad libs?
Keen eye it is.
I would say that Sixpence has got ad libs. I rate, obviously his bars and his lyrics as well, but I think that he actually understands and has his own very precise process of how he approaches his ad libs. So he's got like the reactionary ad lib, which is like if he said something in a bar, then he has the reactionary like what or blah blah blah. But he also knows how to do perfect doubles to accompany all of the punchlines.
Yes.
That and the hype noises, the like the right, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like he's got real
Sounds
hot.
like a 90s anime.
Yes. Well, well said. You did that better than me. I'd say somebody else who's really good with the ad libs is Sophia. She's a dope Melbourne MC as well. Kind of hitting it big. She adds a lot of flavor to her trap beats through ad libs, and it really nails or sends home. It really shows the full character of the artist, because I feel like you can only show so much of yourself through the delivery of the lines that you've kind of set yourself up to,
Do you have a preference for the artist, the main MC doing the ad libs, or for a secondary voice to be doing the ad libs?
For me, I mean, I prefer to do my own ad libs because I actually love doing ad libs, and I feel like the ideas and the creativity around that comes real easy to me. So, I certainly prefer doing my own ad libs. Unless somebody gets me as good as I get me, I don't think they're going to do better ad libs than myself. But I would say that's not for everyone. I'd say for some people, actually, D-Rad's a cool example of this because D-Rad, 2 years ago when I first met him, I don't think he gave much thought to ad libs at all, like maybe backups and doubles and that kind of stuff, but maybe not ad libs, maybe not dressing up what's happening lyrically because his focus is the lyrics, so I guess he doesn't want to do anything that takes away from that, which I can understand. But over the past 2 years now, through his recording process, he understands, if there's places where he can like create a bridge or close a gap or emphasize a thing or just add hype and energy, which I think he's good at doing. He knows the right sounds to make as an MC to kind of like hype bars. So now he incorporates that a lot more and it's a lot more evident in his stuff. So I would say him initially, he didn't know how to do his own ad libs, but I guess through being exposed to other people doing ad libs and stuff has grown a bit of an idea for it. Yeah.
Something I was listening to Vince Staples today, and we'll get back to the beat in a second, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine.
Listening to Vince Staples today and on his latest project, and I was noticing that he's got his normal kind of loud ad libs, the yeahs and the whats and the all that kind of nonsense, all that kind of normal stuff. But then he also had sort of just spoken versions of lines in the background that were off center. So like a line would get repeated but really quietly and sometimes multiple times. And what it did was it creates this really live. It sounds like you're in a studio, I think, with him. There sounds like there's chatter. There's a lot of background voices going on, which I really like.
Almost like a reflection on the line that's just kind of happened. And that repetition of the line, I've kind of experienced that with some other artists as well. And especially if something you're creating has got more space in it between like bars and lines, then it is quite a cool technique to kind of either reiterate or to kind of creatively reproduce and kind of mix around stuff that you're playing with. Big ups to I Am Jet 05 just coming in, just bloody landing nicely on the Vibe Union landing strip. There's a bit of hair there at the end. There's a bit of a bush, but you'll come in real nicely. Yes, thank you for the follow.
This might be the first Twitch follower for Vibe Union besides ourselves.
There we
Which is really
go.
cool.
What an honor
This
and
is
a privilege.
First live stream on Twitch.
Yeah, it didn't even click. I did see the Twitch icon up the top, but I guess I'm so deep in the StreamYard that I can't operate outside of that. You know what I mean? Just quickly, I mean, this I Am Jetto 5, maybe we should play with them for a bit. They got a question for us. I'd love to hear it. Would love to hear it. Go on, let it fly. And if it's dirty and inappropriate, we're just gonna boot you. We're just gonna be bye-bye. It's just gonna be bye-bye. All right. Well, we're hanging out for the question if it does come. Okay, here we go. Here's the question.
Looks like potential artist.
What's your advice to gain more fans as a music artist? I'd say quit music and do something else. That's what I'd say. No, Rhath, talk to them.
Collaboration. I think the easiest and most beneficial thing you can do, not the easiest, sorry, but the most beneficial thing you could do is to start to build a community. It's a slower game. But by far, having more people in your corner is always infinitely more beneficial than throwing money at YouTube ads or anything like that, or trying to buy listens. What you really want, I think, is people to feature on your tracks to feature on, beats being made by others, beats to have other people on, feedback, gigs to fill, all that kind of good shit. You gotta find it's hard, and I say that from experience of many years without having my people. But look at us now, Dilly. Have we not found
absolutely
our people?
Wild growth? We've found the people. It's easier to create than ever before. Hence these sessions here. Yeah, well said. You know, collaboration and finding your people is going to be the easiest way to kind of gain more exposure. But also, you can just sell your body, sell your soul. You can do these things.
There's always that option.
There's always that option. Final quick question. Let's continue to humor our dear friend I Am Jetto 5.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Does growing your fan base make you have more fans? Well, there's a difference between like numbers and people who are like following you because they're interested in your thing. And I guess that's kind of where like the paid promotion comes into place. You could get a whole lot of paid promotion and people might like come onto your stuff, but they're not there for the right reason, which is for you or your work. So that probably isn't a real follower. So yeah, I mean, depends on how you're growing your fan base, organic versus paid reach, all of these buzzwords. But at the end of the day, I Am Jetto 5. If you truly want to grow yourself as an artist musician, you should hit up Vibe Union, get on one of our open mics. The floor is yours. We have spoken word nights, talking blue. I mean, there's just so much community and collaboration available from Vibe Union.
Oh, I just remembered that you're hearing my audio.
I mean, that was a little bit abrupt. Yeah, I was hoping for something more subtle to come in. Thank you for that, Brad.
Oh,
and
my deepest apologies. And I'll turn my audio off. We can keep talking.
Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, where are we at? You know, talk to me. What have you got? What do you need? Where are we at? Right.
Sorry, this is all so loud in my headphones as well, and I can't hear a goddamn thing.
And I can't even hear a thing.
Let me just try something real quick, and then I'll show you where we're at. Oh, how very strange. I know, I see. I hope that that advice was somewhat helpful to our new friend.
Yeah, I think so. They gave us a thumbs up, couple dots, an O and an OK. I feel like that's meeting somebody halfway at least. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things that like we obviously all want to gain that giant following, and we all want to be famous to some degree. There's other motives, but that's I think that's all within us. But there's no real simple answer to it. There's no simple way to do it, which is sort of unfortunate. But
You
main
gotta
thing is
do it.
to just enjoy doing it as much as you can.
You got to do it for a very long time, consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Without too wild expectations on yourself. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing anything else aside from the love or enjoyment of the thing, then it's already too late. Pack it up.
Mm-hmm.
Pack it
Because
up.
if you want hundreds or thousands of fans, are you trying to make money? Is that your game? Because in which case, there's better ways to make money. Even not for music, there's better ways to make money than just try and become a popular artist.
Right. Agreed. And
Make
yes,
beats,
big thing.
make beats and sell them.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I mean, if you're a vocal artist, right, you could go on voiceover sites and, do voiceover reads, ad reads and shit for people. There's a few different ways to use what you got to get what you need.
Jump on Fiverr, sell your shit. All right, we want to have a little listen to where we're at now.
Yeah, before the listen, tell me what you got. Tell me what you don't have. Tell me what you need. Tell me where we're at.
I have changed a few things. Main thing I've changed. Sorry, I'm full
Gassy.
of pasta and beer.
Beautiful.
A little gassy.
Carb it.
I didn't like the bass that I laid down earlier.
Okay.
I found it was trying to do what other instruments were already doing. So there was already a fair bit of rhythmic instruments going on, and I found that my bass line was just adding to more information than needed to be there.
Okay.
So
Hope you haven't changed it too much, because is this the same bass that was in the initial foundation loop that was given out to everyone?
Yeah. But I think if anything, people were following the keys, and the keys are still there. So look, we'll see what happens. Maybe I've ruined everything. I've still got my original bass line, so if we need to, I'll take it back 100%.
I just know that Tumi was writing to the bass line, but
okay.
I can say, I guess. I'm sure it won't impact anything.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Let's have a listen. We're hearing that, right? Yeah.
Is that George's voice or somebody else's?
Yeah, sample.
Cool. Hey.
We've also spiced up that snare a lot. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, let's solo that snare. Kind of sounds softer and more full snarey.
Yeah. I wanted to just have it kind of just relaxing on the beat. Like playing it like that sounds really busy. But I think over the whole beat, it just keeps things moving. And see, that's what I mean. Like the kick and the snare are both like moving around each other a lot. So I think having that too much bass kind of gets in the way of that, you know?
Yeah.
So now the bass line is really, really simple. Also, this bass line, and I do this all the time, this is stock operator. Like I've just dropped in standard operator, Ableton plugin, Ableton built-in plugin. That is the standard version, and then like the standard preset, and then I've just put some a hot tube saturator on top of it to spice it up a little bit, add some more high-end frequencies, a little bit of grit to it. Turned up some of the kind of high mid frequencies to make it pop out of the mix a little bit.
So you're not messing with the different synths themselves. You're kind of just almost leaving them as they are.
I very rarely mess around with synths. I used to do a lot more of it, like back in the day, especially when I had like actual hardware synths. But I found like I would spend an hour, 2 hours, like trying to find the perfect sound on my little synthesizer. And by the end of it, I was like, I don't really want to make the rest of this song. So now I just work with presets, try and find ballpark sound, move on, get to the next part. If I really want to refine it, maybe I'll do that at the very end. But when you're in that creative zone, when you're just working, like just keep moving, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hear that. I feel that. So Nick sent you through some stuff to play with. Have you downloaded them yet?
I've just dropped it in. So let's see what we've got here. This is what we've.
See what we
got. The delay guitar here. Cool. Oh, that's actually really nice. Like subtle. Just put that in the background. What I might do actually is I might grab this. Oh, what is happening? I'm going to
just pan them wide. Is that what's happening?
I'm actually going to use it to create a fade in to the track. See if that works. That's okay. That's okay. Well, I think I do want that. I want that. But then I might... What we need is just a reverse crash as well to...
there we go.
To lead us in.
Reverse crash or riser?
Yeah. I mean, I should use more like purpose-built risers, but I love a natural sounding crash just turned around.
Yeah, really really add some shimmer and smash. Bang.
Yeah. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. Yeah.
Hey yo, hey oh.
So now, like that's perfect for just a little variation every now and then. Just over here, it's a little swell. Oh.
Hey.
Oh baby.
The lushness factor just got turned up, yo.
All right, let's see what else he's got sent me.
Hey.
Okay.
Can I have a suggestion? Can I give a little?
Yeah, please.
How does it work with that guitar riff up front in the intro? Kind of introducing that almost up first.
Because this might replace like that choir. My question now is like, how is it playing with the keys?
Ooh.
I'd say nicely. I mean, he had the keys to work with, so he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I think the issue here is like the frequency range. So let's take some of the low end out.
Yeah. happening, eh?
This is coming together.
Hey. Uh-huh. Oh, damn. Hey.
So what I reckon I might do though is I reckon that the guitar maybe is a little bit busy when the vocals come in later. So what I might do is like that. Get rid of that.
Yeah, chop it up
cool.
a little bit. Chop it up a little
Chop
bit.
it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do delay it out as well.
Oh, shoot.
So let's
Remember, he's put 2 reverbs, 2 compressors, and a delay on that already. Oh, that is quite psychedelic, though.
Yeah, cool. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the wet and dry of that.
And automate a little bit.
Yeah, just automate that. So we do that and do a bit of a fade in. See how that sounds.
A little bit before, a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it wants to be that hit. Yeah, like right after that hit.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Maybe like...
Ooh. I think you want like a slow wah-wah kind of sound,
yeah.
right? Whoa. There we go.
Oops.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna see how that sounds with the track.
Yeah. Maybe having them back to back.
Oh yeah.
Maybe having them back to back. Yeah.
And then just let that echo out, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, second hit could be cleaned up for sure.
Cool.
Might throw some chorus on as well, just to.
So
Yeah.
the next step after playing with some of these sprinkles is you're going to be receiving some stems from both Georgia and Tumi. Do you have any expectations about what you're going to get and how you're going to play with it? What are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on the incoming transmissions?
I know both these artists quite well, so I think I've got a pretty good anticipation of what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting certainly that I'm gonna want more space. So I'm trying right now. I think like we're sort of building this up, but once I get those vocals, I'm gonna strip it back when they come in, and then bring the instrumental back. Kind of once we're once we're.
I was talking to Tumi, and he feels like he was talking about like the lead up and the build for the first chorus or hook or whatever to come in, and I think he was kind of writing for the lead up of that. So I'm not sure if that's any useful information for you, but that's what I heard from the horse's mouth. Yeah, cool.
So he's writing to try and build energy.
Yeah, to the chorus. Yeah.
Well, then I think my point will still stand. I think stripping it back will be key because there's not too much going on in this track. Like, I mean, there's a lot going on, but it's like there's not a lot of high energy. So probably the key to bringing that energy will to be strip back, prior to things hitting. Like, well, you know better than most from being in the studio with me, and when we're working together, we're trying to find that energy to come to hit hard in the chorus. How do we do it? We generally take things away prior to the chorus.
Yeah, it's about subtracting. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can add and add and add and add during the chorus, but you'll just find chaos and mess. But yeah,
and unless you've got a hit track called "Chaos," "Break Off" by Dave Dilley, then that's probably not exactly what you're after.
That one's a particular example. That one is just non-stop. Yeah, chaos in all the best ways.
Indeed. Yeah. Cool, man. Rhath, aka Rye, I might leave you here for a minute where you are. Right now we're 10 past 9, so we kind of wrap up at about 10, right? So we're looking at 50 minutes, the kind of the final home stretch, if you will. How long do you think it'll take to kind of like get your stems in there, do a bit of mixing? How do you feel you're going to be able to fit it all in? Last time, the first session had this. You're all good. Have you already got some vocal chains or effect chains ready to go?
I got my templates. I'm ready to go. It'll take me I'm not worried about mixing the vocals at all. It'll take me not long at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well done.
Talk to you soon.
See you soon.
Is that the idea? Yeah.
Bloody idea. Boy. All right. Nick. Give me a nod if you're ready to go. Give me a nod if you're ready to go. What up there, good people of the multiverse? It's your boy Dilly D hanging out for a golden time on another vibration creation session. This is the 5th session the Vibe Union have been putting on. Essentially, in the space of 2 to 3 hours, we get three or four artists to come and make something together. We just touched base with Rye, who's the producer, who's I guess the main bloody hell, he's the workhorse of the operations. We just touched base with him, and now I'm about to jump in with Nick. We just peeped some of Nick's guitar and stuff before, so here we go. Let's jump him in. Add to the stream.
Howdy.
It's Nick. Is it Rohan? Rowan, not Rohan. Not
Rohan. I mean, you can say Rohan if you like. Makes it sound like it's from Lord of the Rings.
I do like. I will say Rohan.
All right, cool.
Nick Rohan, man. I just got a peep of some of the snippets you sent to Rye on the guitar, sounding pretty tasty and psychedelic and fitting and very nice. How do you feel about what you've sent out, and what are we working on now?
I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully Rye can use it. I briefly saw him chopping them up and arranging it, and that was sounding pretty nice. Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
Cool.
So now I'm just kind of working on a solo, and just some like melodic type stuff, which I can give you a bit of a play of. So this is the sound that I'm going with. It's nice and spacey. And I've just been trying to come up with some of my solo sort of ideas, some melodic kind of ideas.
Hey.
So you heard the chords that I sent to Rye. So I'll just go over the stuff that I've been working on with the solo, I suppose. And then if I have time, I'll get the solo done. Georgia's just sent me some lyrics. Hopefully I can try and do some backup vocals for her.
Cool.
But we'll see how we go for time. So
what do we got now? It's 9:15, so about I would say in the next 15-20 minutes that would almost be the time where it's almost mix and release.
Yeah.
But you've got 20 or 30 minutes to play around, so let us hear it. Let it rip, Nick.
All right, cool. So this is what I've got for a solo. Let's turn that up a little bit. something like that.
That's great. It's
So,
Kelsey was kind of saying, bit of space cowboy vibes. I'm feeling a little bebop. It's in a cool little space there.
Space Cowboy. I dig it.
Hey.
All right. Well, I better get to getting these recordings done, sending them
Oh,
to
am I
Rhath.
in your way?
You're in my way,
interrupting you?
Dilly.
Am
Get
I
out
in
of
your
the
way
way.
now? Nick
Send me
Rohan.
back into the void so I can work on this solo.
Back to the shadows, you fool. All right. Much love. I'll talk to you soon, my guy.
Cheers, man.
Ciao. Yeah. Yeah. Vibers. Ultimate vibers out there. How are we feeling on your end, please? What's been some highlights for you so far? We are kind of getting closer to the final stretch. About 20 or 30 minutes left. Maybe now you need to finally go to the toilet or get a little drink or whatever it is you need to do. This is a great opportunity to go get that. If you don't need to get that, that's also great. Just like to let everybody know that Vibe Union is the epicenter of creative, community-based collaboration, open source, open access. Everyone is, we're just here to be vibers. We're just here to create together, to connect together, and we've had to do a whole lot of these online shows because in Melbourne, the capacity to do shows at venues is real rough. Like it just hasn't been happening for a while, and when it was happening, it was a little bit compromised in the setup. One could say, for an MC who wants to jump up on stage, why would you want to jump on a stage when people are in their seats? But for this dynamic, I mean, you're already in your seats, except for me because I have a standing setup because I am far superior than most of the people I know. Oh God, I think I just outdid myself, or did myself in. Either right, neither neither. So yeah, look, let's cut to the chase. Vibe Union is really the place you want to be hanging around with. So if you haven't subscribed or followed at any of our platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, now on Twitch, can you believe it? If you don't have a Twitch account, then can you please make a Twitch account, follow Vibe Union, follow Wrath Music, follow Dilly Dave TV, follow MQ Music, and that's a week's worth of content for you. You don't have to use any other platforms anymore. It's fine. Saskia, thank you for the question about my guild. My guild called Recrea Solace. We are on the Daggerspine server. We are Horde. This is World of Warcraft we're talking about. The guild is good. The guild has good intentions. The guild has a good community. The only thing that's keeping my World of Warcraft guild together is the community. It's not our gameplay. It's not our prowess as gamers. I'll tell you that much. It does get me a little agitated. I feel like we could be doing better, but that's not where our heart's at. That's not where our heart is. Our heart is in having a good time, and that's what we're all about tonight. Big ups to the Bling Owl for the prompt or the response. Hearing the wisdom from Tumi, Rhath, and myself has been great. Always a good time learning how other people approach things. And yeah, that's like one of the reasons why you jump into the stream. This isn't purely for entertainment. We're trying to give some insight into the process and open shit up for you, like bring you behind the veil, bring you instead of front of house, back of house. We're trying to get you to the back end. You know what I mean? We want to show you all fronts and be completely transparent about some of our approaches when it comes to music and creativity. This has been a really great stream so far. I think that the cool thing about this stream, which I mentioned quite a bit earlier, is like we don't always make it to the finish line with what we wanted, right? And that's cool. The risk of not getting what you want through this process in terms of your best bars or singing takes or that kind of thing. I think that's really important, just to enjoy the process and not think about so much of the outcome, but just trying to do the best that you can, with this sweet little time that we give you. So look, Georgia, if you're around and if you want to give me a little nod to indicate that you're happy to come and have a little chat, I can see you kind of perking up right now. There's a bit of a smile happening, so I'm going to take that as a positive indication that you're probably ready to chat. Let's add G to the chat, Georgia. Hello. There you
Hello.
are.
Hi. I really liked what you were talking about, the process over outcome. I think that's something I've confronted tonight, for sure.
Because we're all dreamers. We all think that, and we all can create some pretty big stuff. But when you add some particular limitations to it, you have to kind of rejig your expectations and think about why you're doing the thing, right? So why are you doing the thing tonight, Georgia?
Was forced to do it. No.
I would have believed it.
Like personal growth, for sure. Putting myself out there, putting myself into a position that I've not done anything like this before. I've not created under like as I said before, it's not ever been like a timed environment. It's been at my own pace. I haven't really collaborated that much with other artists.
And also been on showcase while you're doing the thing, yeah.
Absolutely.
So what have you liked? What have you felt uncomfortable so far?
I think feeling uncomfortable in getting stuck in like the same, like if I came up with a melody, feeling like I couldn't then, and I really liked it, but also wanted to give myself other options. I felt like once I heard that, I couldn't get out of it. Or writing lyrics and then being like, okay, that works. I don't know if I feel like it's the thing that I want to do, but then I can't then actually come up with something else because I'm so, again, new environment. Maybe it's not, I don't feel able to jump in or change things up really easily. So
Kind of hard to test the boundaries, right? Hard to test the boundaries of what you can pull off in these spaces.
Yeah, or just feeling quite singular.
Right. Okay.
In what I'm doing.
What, you were feeling trapped in a sense?
Yeah. But I think that's also good. Like, I think that is like under pressure, you make decisions of like, okay, that didn't work. Let's either try something completely different or, or just stick with what you've been doing. Like, trust your gut. Maybe that's what
there we go. I think
There
it's
it
a great point, and it seems to
Yeah.
be something that a few people, a lot of people through these streams have come to the realization of like, I've got to back myself with some of these decisions, otherwise I'm not getting it out. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is scary. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
to trust yourself.
Back yourself. Yeah,
Yeah. Both.
it is. It is, isn't it?
Absolutely. Especially when it comes to creativity. Like in other aspects of my life, I feel like I can do that. Like at work, which feels quite singular, or feels like there's only one outcome. You can do different things, but you have to get to the same point. Whereas this is like, I have no idea what it's going to sound like. I don't know what I'm going to do to get to that point. It feels very different, but it's also, it could be a mindset thing as well.
Cool. If you had to part any words of wisdom or advice to somebody else who was partaking in this process, what would you tell them? What would you, how would you recommend they plan or approach such a thing?
I really enjoyed going into this with an idea of what I wanted to write about. I think that helps. That didn't feel like I was then jumping completely in the deep end. I think that was a good safety net of like, okay, I know what I'm going to touch on. I have an idea. Even writing out lyrics, having absolutely no idea. If you are a vocalist, having no idea necessarily what the beat is, what you're going to be working to, but it's a place that you can work from. And I know that a lot of, MCs have just like a catalog almost of like things that they can fall back on. If you're freestyling, for example, you have stuff that if you completely go blank, you've got something to fall back on. It's that sort of, I think, maybe the same kind of approach. Or just going in with what you want to talk about and what you want to express. So I think that really helped.
Yeah, so at least coming in with a theme or topic or an idea of what you want to approach,
and it doesn't have
instead
to
of
be
being like
fleshed out.
right. But at least I know I'm going to be writing about umbrellas instead of trying to figure out for 20 minutes or 30 minutes what I want to write about. Which
Or also being really open, like, so Tumi and I sort of spoke a little bit about what we wanted to talk about. And that's sort of being open to that and seeing how you can even weave in what you've already thought about, or being really challenging yourself and just being like, I'm going to go off this prompt. So, yeah.
cool shit.
Thanks, man.
Are you incredibly excited about what the final product could be?
I'm incredibly excited.
Do you have high hopes for the crew?
Absolutely. All incredible people.
But are they capable
Foundation.
artists? Okay, yeah.
Incredible. Good bass. And then
Yeah.
exceptional artists.
Sweet.
high
Well,
hopes.
yeah. I mean, you're in good company. You are certainly all of the above. Georgia, I'll let you go for a little bit longer, and I can't wait to round you up for the final hurrah where we get to share what you've made.
Yeah, cool. Let's do
All
it.
right. Catch you soon.
Bye.
Boy. Would you look at that? This is truly the home stretch now. You know, we're kicking into the final 30 minutes. Go with touch base with everyone. I wonder if Tumi has finished his bars at all. That would be very interesting to know. Everyone out there in the comments who's watching right now, if you want to throw some emoticons at me, something that I can have as a visual indicator of where you're at currently. They can be black love hearts. They can be orange carrots. It could be a green cucumber. I know we are restrained in terms of which colors we can use with aforementioned vegetables, but you know it's still important to. Okay, here we go. We've got some watermelon, summer vibes. Yes, beautiful. The owl is always hooting on that one. Talking about that nocturnal life. Very good. Yup, you're doing the double up. Is there no one else? Is there no one else that will send me the emoticons? Jesus. No, I mean, I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain. Kelsey, Jean, filled with love as always, as she feels with others with love. A love promoter, endorser, advocate, and ambassador. Keys to the beard. You will not get them. Or that's not the key, is it? It's a. I see what's happening there. I'm a lady bard. I'm a lady bard, and I'm covered in lard. Anyway, what do we got here? All right, Tumi, I'm going to touch base with Chu. How do you feel about that? Little chant thing. Sorry, I'm reiterating what's happening in conversations. Being a horrible host right now, you might find this a little bit underwhelming at the moment. But that's just what it is. It's just what life is. You know? It's just what life is. I'll tell you what life really is. Life is not a series of unfortunate events. It is a series of fortunate opportunities. I'll tell you that much. It's a series of defining articulations. It's life is a series of, to me, the bee. That's what life is. You're muted again, but when you're ready, pop that, and we'll be ready to rip. All right, there.
Hello.
Swap out my headphones. I do what I want. I care yes a lot. Swap out my headphones. I just got one, bud. I don't need two. I just got one, bud.
Two buds. I
There it
only need
is.
one.
He's got perp in the ear. How does that work?
At the rate you're going, You're gonna be inventing a new genre. It's called dilly. It's called dillycore. It's called dillycore.
No, it's Dill Step. Dill Step.
Is it dill step?
Yeah.
Come on, dill step.
Fuck that. You've been cussing at me, man. You've been cussing right at me.
I've been cussing a lot. I almost cussed in front of my mom the other day, which we don't do that. We don't do that here.
Do you know? I'll let you in on something that's quite interesting. You know how I have a upcoming single, probably going to be released next year, I imagine. But you've heard it, "Dumb Bitch." You know my track, "Dumb Bitch."
I know that song.
Yeah. So I think I understand now why I wrote that song. And I think why I wrote that song is when I was 12 or 13 years old, I in a fit of teen angst and rage, I called my mum a dumb bitch and knew instantly that that was far from the right thing to do. And I think what I'm trying to do now, 15 odd years later, is try to take back some ownership of being the dumb bitch that I labeled my mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about that? And I only realized that just recently as well.
You only just I remember I asked you that when I heard that song. I love how for you you're like, I then later realized the error of my ways again.
Yeah.
Thought to challenge. If that were my story, I would literally be like, I wouldn't even be here. It'd be like, he died that day, a brave young boy.
Yeah, people might be a little bit more accommodating. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't know. What do you think that I am more cancel proof than you? Is that what we're trying to get at?
Are you more cancel proof than me?
Do you think that I am more cancel proof than you? I would say it's the other way around, probably.
Let's firstly vow never to tempt fate and actually like try it out. I think that I think you know what? I think to an extent you're less cancel proof, and you know why? It's because you're a funny guy anyway. Like you're actually a hilarious motherfucker, which is great.
Yeah. So you're saying that I'm already in the lane of potentially being problematic just by being a funny guy. So
no, well, no, but what I am saying is, and this is pertinent to the current political, or rather cultural landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Your edginess, makes you less prone to falling off when you get too close to the edge. I reckon you'd probably see if I ever said something that was fucked up.
Yeah,
I would probably either be so apologetic it would come across as like you're trying too hard to apologize.
You're admitting to guilt.
Yeah, where I would admit immediately, I'd be like, "What?
Yeah,
really? No, I had no intention."
You can never say sorry. That's the idea.
Yeah.
You never say sorry.
Exactly. Be unapologetic. You know, people come through.
Yeah.
What did you say about that nice man? It's like, yeah, I said it. What are you going to do?
Said he was a dumb bitch.
I said that's what I said. That's exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and often I'll do that at the threat of being bashed up. Really, you know, depending on how funny I think the cause is and how much I want to stand by it, I probably would put the body on a line for a good punchline.
Yeah, you would. You definitely. Me on the other hand, I'm like, I'm okay. I'm cool, man. It's not worth the laughs, and I don't have a track record for that. So it would be like he was funny that one time, and he was fucking hilarious, but he got fucking smashed.
Right.
You would be like, hey, Dilly Dave, pushing.
He was ready for it. You train not to fight. You train not to fight. I don't train, so I don't have to fight. I guess as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people don't think that I'm equipped. Therefore, why bother?
Exactly.
It's a very interesting dynamic that we have set up for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Also, these hands are deadly marshmallows, to be honest.
What are you talking about? I got fucking.
I've seen your hands. You know what I've seen? I've seen your legs.
Swirls. You've
got raspberry swirls. You've got like your fists would just be absolutely bloodying someone while making a strange squeaky sound. It would be the weirdest thing. Oh, it hurts so much, but it sounds so cute.
It's like I'm beating some.
You're a dumb.
I'm beating somebody to death with a sponge cake.
It's so soft. What kind of lotion do you use? Oh God. Where's my? I'm like, oh no.
What is he making, a raspberry flan or beating somebody's face in?
Just making a. Are you okay, buddy? Hey, that was really cool. That was really cool, bro. Thanks, bro.
That was really cool.
I
really felt
Do
the
you have any
sponginess of your
FOMO about
hands.
this whole process, by the way?
Well, I have done this once. This is the second time me hosting it as well, so I feel like I've certainly been a part of it. I love these sessions. I would probably always rather be on your end than my end, even though I do like being a host and having a bit of a laugh. But yeah, it's good for somebody to kind of, for me, it feels like I've been sat in the naughty corner with like strict instructions, and if I don't do the thing, that I won't get out of the naughty corner. So the only way to get out is to come up with the goods. So I like that pressure, that feel. Yeah, I like
Are
that.
you the naughty kid in school?
Yeah,
get in trouble with the
absolutely.
teachers?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got that
absolutely.
thing. See, I feel like it's that thing where once you've been to that and you've realized that it's not that bad, you can like keep pushing that envelope through the rest of your life. Whereas I was always kind of the good boy. And when I
Right.
did get into trouble, it was always like, how could you do this? So it was like one part like being deprived of something or another, having to sit in the corner, but also like the immense disappointment of my teachers and any peers who like respected me. So now it's like, fuck, now I actually have to be like, fuck, I can't handle the disappointment. It's too much.
Right. The only way for me to win the respect of my peers was to succumb to peer pressure and
Nice.
kind of absurd dares and demands in a way. Yeah, always on the front line of testing out whatever stupid thing that people wanted to do, whether it was jumping from a roof into a tree or like flipping the tables in the classroom to create barriers for for like munitions and stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean all of that. I'd be the first who would kind of do a face off with a teacher over whatever grounds.
I don't even know what a face off with the teacher is, brother.
Well, it's just like just being defiant, in the face of authority, wearing the mask in the face of the Joker and letting them have it.
I envy that. That is an enviable position, but it's also frightening to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm dull of wits or sensitivities, but yeah, there's something missing there. I'll tell you that much. Anyway,
Viking bloods in you.
This feels like another episode of Grounded with Dilly Dave.
I feel grounded, Dilly.
Hey man, I'm here to get you grounded.
Shoes, so my feet are bad.
Oh, there they are. That's some nice pearlers you got.
I'll send you photos later.
Oh my fucking god! All right, so you've dropped a 16. Talk us through it. Yeah, how'd we go?
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it because, like I said before, like I don't want to write 16 bars of something that doesn't go in line with the chorus. But as soon as I was done, as soon as I saw Georgia's first couple of bars, because she posted some lyrics while we were just going back and forth, I was like, sweet, good. I'm on this track, or at least I'm on a similar track where we can somehow like we're not parallel. We're more like we're gonna meet in the middle. So I was like, cool, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it's nice that you've got some of those lines of communication open. That's not something that was always done in previous sessions. Some of it was a little bit like you could to reach out to somebody, you could reach out to people in Discord or whatever, but for the most part, it was actually kind of just isolated, and you're doing your own thing, you're smashing it out. Many people run into the technical issues and problems. I mean, when it comes to, unless you've been in the seat of the producer, many times, or you're very used to, doing takes of things, then a lot of this can be kind of foreign for people, especially doing it under a bit of time pressure. What have you enjoyed most about the process, and what have you found to be maybe a limitation of either yourself or this process that could be improved?
What have I enjoyed? Okay, so what I've enjoyed is collaborative writing. That is my shit. It's collab season. I like that a lot.
Amen.
Right now, that's my shits.
Yeah.
And also I really like being able to work with Georgia. I love being able to work with Nick, and fucking love the fact that it's on Rye production and getting to work with Rye and seeing his process because he uses Ableton. So my favorite thing has actually been just being able to work with other people, like just being able to. I always enjoy that. I reckon I enjoy that more and more these days than I used to. So I fucking love that. The only limitation is the limitation that's standard to this kind of experience for now, which is like you can't always hear people, you can't always see what they're doing, which kind of sucks because it'd be really sweet. I think it would be sick if there was a way to have. Do you know how in Zoom you have breakout rooms?
Yes. That's an idea.
I feel like if you could have breakout jam rooms or something like that, or if you could, I think it's kind of cool. One thing that's pretty cool about working together is like if someone's doing something on their own, if they're competent and whatnot, that's great. But when you can hear what they're doing and you're like, yo, fuck, I like that. Like if if Nick's Rohan.
I got him. I planted it.
Got him. If Nick's doing a little lick on the guitar and he's just fucking around, and I hear that, I might be like, yo, that's dope. And he might not necessarily even use the whole thing, but he might be like, that's dope. Or he might hear me say something and I might go, no, and he might go, well, that's fun. What are you saying there? And I'm like, okay, cool. That thing where that what you're saying, it's like being able to step outside of yourself, but also having someone's outside perspective. Constantly when someone's live right there with you. Fucking beautiful.
Either to verify or to kind of bounce off, of course. On the break room or the breakout room tip, we do, for future reference, we do have 2 general chats set up. So that could have been technically you and Georgia could have been in one room for like 40 minutes, like fleshing out stuff.
Very true.
Together. So but I do like that idea. So yeah, keeping for people who do this in the future, aside from that tip, what else would you kind of tell people who might find themselves in this situation? What kind of tips would you give them? Just a couple.
What kind of tip could I don't know. I'm not good at giving advice, except
you're not good at giving
myself.
Advice? What are you talking about?
No, I do it a lot, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about quality. Let's just get some quantity here, I guess.
All right, cool. The first one is
go to the toilet before you try. Sit down. Yep. Take
don't wear
socks
shoes.
Off. Yep.
Be grounded. The second one is actually the most important one is probably fuck off. Don't do it with people that you wouldn't normally kick it with anyway. Because you have to feel comfortable. Yeah. I reckon if you feel comfortable, it doesn't matter what you end up doing. We could have just played the instrumental on loop for 2 hours and been like, we're going to record it over and over again. And when we get the perfect one, that's it. Yeah. And being as comfortable as I am with you guys, that's cool.
That would have worked.
If you're not comfortable with other people that you're doing it with, then don't even bother. Because you have to be able to be free in yourself and know that if it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. But you have to enjoy it. That's the only thing. Please enjoy it.
I like that. I think that's a great tip. Just a quick message from Rhath. Have you sent through all of your stems to the man, to the botanist?
Dude, I literally need to go in the thing right now and lay them down. You got me sitting here.
Oh shit, we'll fucking go and do it, man. I'm gonna let you go. I don't know, you got like 5 minutes or some shit.
I got 5 minutes. You got me enjoying the sweet tones of your voice sitting here. Man is literally messaged me second time. He's like, brother, where are the stems? He's like, yo, bro, if you don't get me these stems, I'm coming to your house. There's a picture of my house.
Yeah. Well, get it. Best of luck. May the force be with you. Ciao. Can you believe it? Oh my god, what a nightmare. I thought he was done. From the verbal cues that I got, I thought we were there. I thought we were gonna just sending it home. But apparently I just stalled on the Tumi stems. There could have been a fatal error on the host's behalf. Can you imagine that? Nick, my dude, if you can give me a sweet little nod on your end, happy to bring you up here. Yeah, here we go. There he is, Nick. Also, Georgia, if you want to come back into the fold, give us a little little nod. There we go. We got the 1, 2, 3.
Let's do it.
They do really do it. So, Nick and Georgia, do you remember each other by chance?
Wait, sorry, who are you?
Yeah, I
What?
didn't think so. Okay, so you two have actually been for the past 2.5 hours collaborating on this track
Right.
together.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if either of you knew that, or you just kind of thought you were working on your own shit with Rye.
Yeah, I thought we were just jamming, you know?
Yeah,
Mm.
had no
I
idea
haven't
this was a
recorded
collaborative
anything. Am
thing.
I meant to?
yeah. Well, okay. Well, a similar predicament than Tumi was in a few minutes ago, where I thought he was all the way there, talking confidently. He wasn't sweating, so it didn't indicate that something had to be done. But you two are the ones who got in first and got out the goods. That must feel good. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. It's not a competition, but
It's a collaboration.
This
We're in
is
it
the
together,
amazing
supporting each
creation
other.
race. Are you kidding me? There's a $500,000 prize on the line.
ooh.
A car on a holiday. I mean, why else would we be doing this?
I haven't got
True.
a car space.
What about a
I'll
holiday?
take the cash though.
Okay. What about the holiday, Georgie? You feel like
All
a
or
holiday?
nothing. Don't get to negotiate your prize.
What do you want, Cancun or Hawaii? Hawaii. What are you feeling?
I'd probably do Hawaii.
Yeah. Any reason behind the Hawaii over Cancun?
Not really.
Okay, we'll move on. Nick,
Great entertainment.
you're the most difficult fucking, co-presenter guests I've ever had in my life.
I'm just
Look.
intrigued. I'll go back to the question. I'm intrigued by the history of Hawaii and the kind of yeah. There's like a really beautiful history and kind of also quite fraught as well.
Fraught with
In terms of its like America's relationship with the indigenous
Yeah.
people there.
yes,
So that's
fraught with heinous crimes against humanity. Isn't that right, Rohan?
Yep.
All right.
guess
Do either
so.
of you two have any reflections to share with each other through this? Please, I don't feel like I've got the perfect question for either of you because you're very hard to prompt. But if you two would like to prompt each other in some way, maybe you can take the reins off me.
Are you tapping out, Dilly? Go on, do your
out.
job. God damn it.
all right, I have a question for you, Nick. How did you come into this? Like, how did you feel like you were prepared, or like what did you do leading into it?
How did I prepare for this? That's a good question.
How are you feeling coming into it?
How am I feeling coming into it? Yeah, I was feeling pretty good. I was pretty excited, I think, because I've never done anything like this, and I really enjoy collaborating. So, and I knew it'd be amazing collaborating with you guys. So, I was excited. I was sweaty because I was nervous because I had no idea what to expect. But I feel pretty good about how this went, and there's a few hiccups here and there. But yeah, how about you? How are you feeling about it all?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy that I pushed myself, that I did it, that I can collaborate with people. I didn't think I was particularly able to do that. So
Well, you have quite the difficult personality to work with, so I guess that's a given.
As are you, my love, as are you. Yeah. I'm
I've
feeling
done
good.
so
place
well.
It's a good place to do it. I find when making beats, like I'll second guess myself if I don't have a timer. But as soon as I'm live streaming, I'm moving. I'm making decisions.
Yeah.
And I find the same. Even with writing lyrics, I was stressing about writing lyrics for the last one I did as a vocalist, and I was freaking out. Like I'm not gonna have anything. But once there's a timer, I find it really, really helpful.
Yeah, I was definitely stressing about the time limit. I was trying to be very conscious of the time because I think for me, I've always just played music in my bedroom there's no time pressure at all. There's no one else waiting for me to come up with the right chord progression or, the right guitar lick or whatever it is. I can just muck about for as long as I want until I get, the sounds that I want. So I think having that time pressure was really useful to just get something out there. But then, it was stressful just trying to get something down and to send it to Rye. But it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I think it's good. It's good practice because there's definitely been many sessions where I've had in my bedroom, like, I'm going to sit down and write a song. And then I just end up messing with my guitar pedals or coming up with other ideas that never get fleshed out. So
Just stuck in the loop, eh? Bloody stuck in the loop.
Stuck in the loop, man. That's it. Stuck in the loop.
What
think
tips
you
would you give to any fresh fry coming into this process, Nick?
Coming into the process of making music or
Oh
to,
no, just this.
collaborating?
Say for example, a friend of yours who you know, they landed a spot in a vibration creation session, and they're like, "Oh my god, Nick, is there any advice you'd give me, so I can win that cash?" What would you? What advice would you give?
Yeah, I'd say think of some good jokes, some good material to give Dilly to work off. Because else he'll get angry at you and things will get awkward. So maybe prepare some material beforehand. In terms of the collaboration, just have everything set up so it's good to go, so that way you're not mucking about trying to open the right windows on your computer or your microphone or anything like that. Like, have all the technical stuff done beforehand so you come into it and you can just start creating. Because those things will really take you out of your flow. And that would be my advice.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I guess to reiterate the point, the time goes really fast, and the stream starts at 7:30, but by the time you get into the thing, it's like 8 o'clock, and by the time you need to get things to people, you got like an hour and 20 minutes or so, I guess. Really, you got something like that amount of time to kind of pull in the goods. It's unbelievable. It really is. Right, where are we at right now?
Though. I'm beaming. I'm happy, man. I'm happy with where this has gone. We're only waiting on one final piece. We don't need to say who it is, but you might notice that one of us is absent. So somebody's working on something. But I've one thing I'm really happy with is George's vocals. I have processed the fuck out of. So I've got. I just want to show you what I've done. I want to show you. I'm going to do this.
Heck yeah.
Go
bring
on.
what we've done here. So this is what George. I hope you don't mind having your vocals soloed, but that's what's about to happen.
I'll do it.
This is George's vocal soloed.
Time has been wasted, days we will never get back.
Which is already sounding pretty good going through my vocal chain, I must say. But
Ooh.
I've thrown it through, I've doubled it up, and in the second one I've got an auto tune, and then it's going through some chorus, and then it's being widened out really, really wide, and now it sounds like this.
Time has been wasted, days we will never get back.
Oh,
Got a lot
poppin'.
going on.
Poppin'.
Damn, that sounds so good.
And then putting it all together sounds like this.
Time has been wasted, days we will never get back. No matter how hard we try. Drugs we have taken to help you feel less alone is the cornerstone of life we are living. The tales we tell ourselves and everyone around. But I don't know how else to go about this very
Yeah.
Damn.
And a little double up at the end there. I really
Wow.
like this sound.
But I don't know how else to go.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Hell yeah. We've got Nick in the background. Nick, I've chopped you up.
Yes.
I've
Excellent.
moved some things around, so we're doing some stuff like this. So
Help you feel less alone is the cornerstone.
Hey.
moving some words around.
A little back and forth.
Yeah.
Response.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
all come together.
Smooth.
Nick, another fun thing that delay guitar that you sent me that sounds like this. Sounds really good when you double it up and reverse it.
Nice. Did you time stretch that?
Nope. That's just
Yeah, I
how
don't
it
think
came.
you did. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
sweet.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
right there.
Sounds really good.
What a lush
yeah.
landscape you've created.
It's all come together. And
gorgeous.
we've got a nice little 16 bars in here that will be filled with something very soon. And then we're on our
Beautiful.
way out.
Cool.
I'm excited.
God, I feel so spent of words. But also in awe of
As the
creation
host,
at the
that's
same
good to
time.
know.
Yeah.
I feel like my capacity to continue this for 3 to 23 minutes longer, that could be a real. I'm kidding. It's not going to be a problem at all. Do we want to? I mean, I guess we've kind of reflected on the process. We've kind of. I mean, Rhath, you're probably the most familiar to these sessions. What do you feel like has worked well with this session? What's kind of stood out to you?
Something that has stood out is I sort of had a slight panic moment at the maybe at like the first quarter mark of like I was kind of reworking my drums, redoing the bass, and I was in that state of just like, nothing I'm doing is working. I'm not very happy with it, and I could not really picture where I was going to. How I was going to actually build it into a track. I could hear some. I had that initial loop, but I didn't know how to build it into a track. But then, as soon as I got those first guitar parts from Nick, and especially once I got the chorus from Jordan, like I know exactly what to do. I have no doubts in my mind about what this track is going to sound like now, which is a really good feeling. So, yeah, that's kind of one of the best parts about this kind of process.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Just should we leave you to? Have you got these stems from young Tumi at the moment?
They appear to be on their way. I'll
beautiful.
duck out for a moment and I'll get it finished and I'll be back in hopefully like 5-10 minutes.
Brilliant. So just to reiterate, for those who don't know what it is that Vibe Union can and does do, a prime example of a Vibe Union event is State of Oscillation. Melbourne's premier vibe event that truly is not for the faint of heart, because the kind of what you'll be exposed to is so wonderfully overwhelming that the sensory overload could be real, and if you are prone to seizures of sorts, we still recommend that you come along because we'll have a safe spot for you. We'll have some blankets and bean bags. We'll look after you. Georgia, quite the promoter and advocate of State of Oscillation. One of the core founding members of, I guess, the State of Oscillation. What can people expect this Saturday, 30th of October, at Radio Bar?
You've set it up incredibly well. It's an absolute, absolutely. It's a beautiful space that I think, especially for people in Vibe Union, getting to go and be together. No one's necessarily on in terms of you're not getting up and performing. We are all able to be in this space and having a really good time, enjoying music and connecting and bringing new people in to the collective and meeting complete strangers and bringing friends along. And it's just a beautiful space that we get to kind of let loose and have a party together like once a month. And it's really special. Tandem Reserve are like the main act for the day. And then you've got Rhath, you've got AB1, you've got myself, SDP. Each doing, our own little solo sets here and there. And there's house music, it's disco, there's Afro, it's kind of all sort of things are happening. And yeah,
Amazing.
it's just amazing. It's a great time, and there's
And
live
this-
art, and you can the canvas in the back, and you can just be yourself. You can connect with people. You can have a drink. You can have some amazing food by Dingo Breakfast, the kitchen that they've got there at Radio Bar, and it's just
Any
a really good time.
Any prized picks at Dingo Bar?
The cauliflower wings, I think they are.
There we go.
Incredible. Incredible.
Are they hot or mild?
Mild.
There we go.
Yeah.
For the faint of heart.
Ain't. Yep.
For the hate of the heart. I stand for the hate of the heart. Anyway, maybe a bit
Totally.
much. Nick, you're quite the fan of the floor is yours Vibe Union performance or session or show, I should say. Nick, could you give us a bit of a synopsis of what the floor is yours is and how people could maybe get on board?
Yeah, for sure. So the Floor of Yours is a open mic live stream, and as the name suggests, the floor is yours to do whatever you wish to share. So you can sing a song, you can do a rap, you can do some poetry, whatever you want to share. Go ahead. You've got about 5.5 minutes to do your thing. And we'd love to have whoever's willing to subject themselves to our beautiful.
It was quite the
community.
sinister laugh there, Nick. Any
No,
ulterior motives?
Well, I
happening?
was
What's
going to say
going on
something
with that?
sinister, but no. I don't want to scare anyone away. We're a
Ouch,
lovely
with
bunch of
that.
people, and
We are.
everyone's really welcoming and supportive, and that's what I love about Vibe Union. So you can stay tuned for the next one, which I believe is November the 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, the Saturday, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. And you
Saturday,
can.
November the 6th, 7:30.
Yes, that's it. So you can check it
Beautiful.
out on our Facebook page. Yep,
God, I've turned you
along.
into a
It's a good time.
promoter, haven't I, Nick?
there you have.
Do you feel any shame, or you're kind of happy to be part of the cause?
Oh no, of course, I'm happy. Happy to be part of
Very
the
good.
cause.
Well said. There we go. Amrutha says, beautifully said, Nick, minus the scary undertones. But Nick's always been full of scary undertones, and that's why we keep him close to us, close to the heart. Never out of
Just
sight.
So you can watch me. So
Yes.
yeah, okay.
I would like to have 24-hour access to this particular camera of yours, actually, if we could set it up.
I don't think you would.
Okay.
To be honest.
Well,
oh gosh.
One other thing I
Can be
wanted to
arranged. I
mention.
do have an OnlyFans, so
yes.
I'll send you the link, Dilly, just for you.
Can you touch your lip again with the point of finger?
Yeah, I'll just say early.
Dilly, join my OnlyFans. I've got content
Alright.
just for you.
Just let me empty my bank account right quick. Georgia, please bring some sense and sensibilities into
I
this.
was just going to mention just some more housekeeping just about State of Oscillation.
Please.
Because of the state that we are living in at the moment, both physical and in all kind of ways, it is ticketed this Saturday. So
Yep,
they're selling
yep.
out really, really, really quickly.
There's
so-
two sessions, right?
2 sessions. You've got your daytime and nighttime. And yeah, so $10 tickets. All of the information is up on the event page. And if you can't make it, we are also live streaming the second session. So you will be able to be a part of it regardless of where you are.
Unbelievable. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? You can have your cake and put it in your face too.
Yeah, if you wanted to live stream it while you're there, you could also do that. You could watch it on your phone while you're there as well. Like there's so many options for you, you know?
I find that's the most immersive experience when you're there, but your head's down, but also kind of
Absolutely.
experiencing at the same time. You know, because you're kind of closed off from talking to the people around you, but you do get to see the comments.
Well, maybe if
Which
you need to go to
is-
the toilet, you can just bring the live stream up while you're doing a poop.
Because I
The actual
don't
event.
want to miss a thing, even when I go to poop. And STP's the DJ spin, and I don't want to miss that. So I'm gonna stream it on the toilet. Oh my god, this does feel like the Titanic crashing.
This is getting
Crashing.
loose.
Yeah.
It's getting loose. We've
Where's
done the
Tumi
2.5
at?
hours. He's probably sent them through. Right, if you want to give us a little nod, can we throw you back in the stream? I don't know if you're. Yeah, cool. Get a little thumbs up. Just a little bit of an
I'm so keen to
icebreaker
hear
for
this.
us. Here we go. There he is.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. Talk to me.
Just sitting here. I'm just chilling.
Still waiting?
Yeah. I'm just waiting at this point. I'm hoping that his internet hasn't died. I haven't heard from him in some time. I have no stems. I have no Tumi.
He probably thought that he
Um,
sent it and is just having a cigarette or something. Just
Oh.
like, oh, that was quite nice.
He's still
Oh,
there.
It's okay. He's still here. He's still here. My heart can slow to This is good.
so
Oh,
doing
okay, I see.
Conversion chill.
He's telling me to chill, and that's very fair. That's very fair. To me, I don't know how to chill. I'm a frantic, anxious boy.
Sounds like we're going to have our first live spat on on the vibration creation session. Yeah, no, we do promote love here and love exclusively. He's giving us the BRB, and that's a real problem. No, I'm kidding.
Oh dear. At some point, we're going to. I'm hoping that we'll be doing these sessions in person as well, which would be really cool. I'm just looking, trying to find a space to do that in, but that'll be really good.
Yeah, that
So
would
if
be
anyone
good.
wants to sponsor us with free studio time, hit us up.
Talking about sponsors and people doing services, I don't have a QR code with a lion symbol in it right now, but your boy Rhath, he does
Yeah.
mixing and mastering for the best of them. I'm the prime example of that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Rhath, for those who don't know and are looking for a producer to work with, whether it's just mixing and mastering or beat creation, you got to check out Rhath. You know, his website is going to show you everything that he can do, which includes visuals. He's a conceptual, theatrical man. He's not a theatrical man. I mean, I probably we're going to take that one back, but he is a botanist and he does wear floral shirts, and that's more to the point. So, if you need vocal stems remotely treated, mixed and mastered, please hit up Rhath, rhath.com. He's gonna give you what you need. He's gonna turn your copper into gold, I think is what we're trying to look for.
Sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Well, you don't want
Sure.
you don't want people to
That's
access
the
your
guarantee.
service.
That's the
That's the
guarantee.
guarantee.
Oh, here we
You got
go. Here we go.
You got
I got something. I got something. All right, take me out. I'm gonna do something.
All right, I'm taking you out. Take him out.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, what games can you play with 3 people? Also, Tumi, if you're around, maybe we could just bloody put you back in this chat, kind of, you know, add another face to the mix. I know y'all are sick of this one. All right, beautiful. Let's add him to the stream. Just remember to whip that camera on and unmute it. Yeah.
Hey,
I shouldn't have delayed you, Tumi, man. I shouldn't have caught you when I did. I feel like I effed it.
You're constant in my life as a source of distraction because your company
Yes.
is actually not good.
I know you go out and try and pursue life, and here I am distracting you at every corner. Me,
alright.
look at me.
To be
It's a real
fair,
problem, I think.
I'm just so excited that I got to talk to you. Hang on, I'm actually trying to get the last of these things converted, man. Like, it's crazy.
Did you think that the time constraint was going to get you, or were you kind of like a bit too free-willed about it?
What's a time constraint?
Yeah.
Listen, do you have the backing beat as well? Yes, brother. In fact, I will give you a reference. Sorry, I just got to give Rhath the reference so you can see where this funky little puddle sits. Because obviously, at this point, it's just... Oh, there you go, buddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very
there
good.
you
Very
go.
good.
Here's
Okay.
your backing lift. There you go, buddy.
Jeez, this really devolved, hasn't it?
Yeah,
If you
but
want to
it's
be
also-
my lover, you gotta get with VU. VU fan forever, creation, what we do.
I heard you sing way too many times tonight. I heard you sing too many times. For it to not become a fucking genre and for it to not be called Dilly Step but fucking Dillcore. I'm bringing it out, bro.
Dillcore's good.
Dillcore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I feel that because I mean, it's more about like I'm not trying to make a movement. I'm trying to like move people. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
You see the difference between that?
Mhm,
Don't worry about
mhm.
don't worry about Rohan's disconnected character. It's fine.
By the way, sorry, Nick, you're not Rohan to me. That's way too
Oh.
cool for me to not be using that like that.
Oh,
Sorry,
then we've got
bro.
a backup camera.
This
No,
this
it's all
this
good, man.
wide angle is kind of I don't know. I almost prefer this wide angle, Nick.
Oh yeah. See a bit more, I guess.
Me
The other
too.
one's a bit more intimate, isn't it? The
Yeah.
camera just ran out of battery, so
I feel with other people around, I don't need an intimate shot. You know, I just need something that's a bit where I can be a bit more detached, kind of remove myself from ulterior motives or however you want to frame that. The sexual undertones of these live streams get really prominent towards the back end of these things, towards the tail end. You know, that's really where like things kind of,
Especially
know-
when you reference them.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
another
find
one of
it-
those moments where you should have swiftly moved on to something else.
And you really
back
like
to-
stop
just-
and like draw
Hold
attention
on,
to
you
them.
said it. Straight up.
Hey, I'm a big fan of marination. I'll just tell you that. I'm a big fan of just letting it, just leaving it there. You know, just honoring that moment.
All right.
Right.
Moment.
Mm.
it's important.
Speaking of which, I heard you guys' conversation about the OnlyFans. Nick, I would watch it. With that angle, you could do anything. I would watch it. I would actually watch it.
All right, I'll hit you up
How
with
did
a
you
link
guys
too, man.
feel about this process, considering, Georgia, that you said that you didn't know how you felt at the start? I'm actually curious to, considering that by now my heart was racing. I was like, geez, the time constraint was real.
Mm-hmm.
How did
Yeah,
you feel?
I definitely went into it feeling. I'd thought about it all day and sort of what I wanted to talk about, and like, yeah, Dilly and I sort of spoke just before of like feeling. I felt like I needed, for the first time for me to do this, felt like I needed to go in with stuff that I wanted to talk about, feeling like I was prepared in some way, so that I didn't just blank completely and felt like I had no way of kind of picking the pieces up or saving myself in some way. So I really felt that helped a lot. And yeah, I like a little bit like hearing what you did. You sent a demo and I shifted some things and changed some things around and got some ideas from what you did. So I really liked being able to do that. And likewise with you, Nick, is like hearing the guitar of like, okay, cool. Also like confirming that what I'm doing will work with what you're doing. Like hearing that what you did was like, okay, cool. What I'm going to do is fitting in with, like, we didn't
Did you guys know you were going to end up doing the backup vocals? Because I saw that little message pop up in the Discord, and I was like, are these guys really going to do backup vocals?
No, I
Did you guys know? Just straight improv.
No, I
Yeah.
had no idea.
And it
I
was-
just
sounds
heard
amazing.
George's vocals, and I thought they sounded really, really nice. And
Beautiful.
I don't know, I just wanted to sing along, and I don't know, send it to Ryan to see if it works as backup vocals. But yeah, it was sounding pretty nice singing to it. So yeah, that was fun.
You were the quarterback, by the way, Georgia. You were QB on this one because you ran the play. We just pushed it forward. I feel like.
Yeah? Oh,
Real shit,
thanks.
yeah, you were QB. You came up with the hook first, and that was beautiful. That was like, cool. We can write to this.
Hey.
I feel like
Thanks.
It's the
when
soul.
you
The soul of the
it's the
track.
soul, man. When you go somewhere and you do something and other people want to do stuff, I see it sometimes when I'll rap. I'll go and rap and I'll freestyle, and no one wants to freestyle. And I'll freestyle.
Sure.
And then suddenly everyone's itching to do it. Or you go somewhere and you see people jamming, and at first no one wants to jam. There's always that first person that does it, I feel like, that
Yeah.
like makes everyone go, fuck it, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't heard the loop before we started, but when I heard after I heard your thing, after I heard your hook, I had like 4 bars, and I was like, okay, cool, I know what I'm going to write now. So
Sweet. And yeah, it is, yeah, absolutely. Someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that's the direction it's going to go, but taking that
Yeah,
first
yeah.
step and then
that first person
springboard from that. Yeah.
I do I'm a bit of a proponent of doing the same thing, especially when it comes to a lot of the Vibe Union tracks that we've kind of
100%.
collaborated on, like you know, where other people might have a sense of apprehension, or they kind of want to wait for somebody else to make the move. I've got no problem with like going in head first and just letting it be. Just kind of just taking the lead. And what often happens is other things emerge in hindsight after the process. But as you were saying before to me, like if you're the person that like gets the ball rolling, then the ball is rolling, and as the sooner the ball is rolling, the quicker we can score a goal. Sporting analogies to the day I die.
You should have a fucking worldwide, what is it? Worldwide cricket or worldwide sports thing?
Oh, yeah.
You need that.
What are
You
they
just come up
called?
with these-
Like a stinger, like a
Worldwide.
news stinger type thing,
something like that. Yeah, like
with a
news
flash
thing, like-
animation as well.
and just like, you need that. And then we can move away from all the innuendo, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Absolutely.
the sexual undertones and innuendo is completely unwarranted.
No sexual
It's
innuendos in
disgraceful.
sport. What are you talking about?
Minty, big ups on joining us last minute here. It is going well. We must be pretty close. We just got the stems from Tumi. They're in Rhath's hot little hands. In the hands.
He's ready to go. Let's do it.
Let's do
I
it,
realize
alright.
I have control. I can bring myself in whenever I feel like. So I've just gone ahead and done that.
Well, I don't know about that. So goodbye. Oh.
Wait. Nah. We'll take Dilly out. I don't give a shit.
No!
I'll take my. All right,
All right.
Rhath, let it rip.
Let's just do it. No talking.
Actually, hold up. Does everyone want to
Some
mute
talking.
their...
Mm-hmm.
Time has been wasted, days we will never get back. No matter how hard we try, drugs we have taken to help you feel less alone is the cornerstone of life we're living. The tales we tell ourselves and never run around. But I don't know how else to go about this very life.
Past, present, and future, wherever it suits ya. I go through the motions, the mixing emotions. I need me a booster. I need me the kind of peace I ain't ever been used to. Been looking for reason to kill a noise for a deucer. Pour the juice up, roll a loose one. Give me a day off, Lord knows I could use one. Illmatic dreams and they real as they do come. I don't even mind the grind. Do it to get by and by. Minutes seem flying by. From city loops to in the booth to bagging loot. Dragging the zoo, the game of life you never lose. I be fine, get me home tonight. I be fine on my own tonight. I be fine, get me home tonight. I be fine on my own, alright?
Time has been wasted, days we will never get back. No matter how hard we try, drugs we have taken to help you feel less alone is the cornerstone of
Not bad. Not bad.
You guys killed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, hit me with the bounce of that, bro. I need to hear that in my life.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes. Big ups, by the way. Fucking give yourselves a little kiss on the shoulder, whatever you need to do. Smell your armpits, Nick, if you're all sweaty. The smell of victory. You've done it. You passed with flying colors. Obviously not a test, obviously not a competition, just a fucking good time. Let's get a little vibe check.
You have a map of Melbourne, bro. I know that you're keeping stats on all the people that do this. You're keeping stats. You're like, how fast can they write? Before you know it, you're going to start the all-star music team. Not even a band, a music team with domination. Just so you can have podcasts and streams like this and use more of your sexual innuendo.
Yeah, and we'll call ourselves Team Dominate, and that'll be that. And we will make great music and touch the people with the world with just the music. All right, moving right along.
Yay! We got there in the end! Yay! We did it! Just moved on by.
That's exciting as. So, would any of you do this again? Bri, I mean, you've kind of done this a bunch of times, so maybe not such a great question to ask you. Georgia, you haven't done this before. This is obviously the first time. Would you do it again?
Absolutely. I had such a good time.
Beautiful. Nick, how are you feeling? Apprehensive or assertive?
Oh, hell yeah. Not apprehensive at all. Assertive. Sure, why not? We'll
Very
go with that.
good.
I'll definitely do this again. This was a lot of fun. I think now that I know what to expect and how to set everything up, I think I'll be a lot quicker at getting ideas out and then sending it to whoever's putting the track together. Yeah, I would definitely do it again. It was a lot of fun.
Beautiful. Tumi, talk to us.
Definitely would do it again. In fact, we'll be doing it again somehow, one way or another, even if I gotta fucking throw myself. 100%.
Some people force their way
Please
onto the scene.
again. Invite me again.
Yeah, you're invited. You're invited. You can relax. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, we did it. We're there. Rhath, this track in some form or another will be up on YouTube in the next few days. What are the thoughts?
Friday.
On
Friday,
Friday,
yeah.
we'll put this track up. Beautiful.
I'll
So
do
it's
another
Wednesday.
quick mix tomorrow and get it done.
Brilliant. Big ups to all of you who have been involved. So we got Rhath, Nick newly known as Nick Rohan, Tumi the D, and Georgia D, Delaney, Martini, and all of that. Thanks everyone else who tuned in. If you haven't subscribed or followed to anything that we do, you're a madman, but not good at advertising and marketing. You're just failing at life, and we hate to see that. So we'd love to have you on board. Please follow, do all that kind of shit. Let's grow. Let's be better. It's cool.
Can we on that note get a thank you to Dilly Dave from everybody? Huge effort. King MC. Always amazing effort. Always amazing work. Keeping things moving. Bringing the best out of us all. Making us all uncomfortable at all the right times.
Yeah. And keeping that energy, going.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dilly.
Absolutely right. I wouldn't do it for anyone else. Truly, you are cream of the crop, and yeah, I don't fuck with anything else, All right, so this has been another installment of Vibe Union Creation Session. This is number 5. You've just seen Rhath, Nick, Tumi, and Georgia do the thing. We'll see you next time on whatever it is. Much love. Stay well. Anything else?
I'm going
Please.
to play the track one last time, and that can be our exit. We can put up the
Let's
Vibe
do
Union
that.
banner, and we're all out.
Can you believe it? Let's kick
All
it.
right. Cool.
You know where the banner is? Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Communicate. Yeah.
See ya, everyone.
Shut
Bye,
up,
everybody.
Love you all.
Love ya.
Peace, guys.
present, and future. Wherever it suits ya, I go through the motions, the mixing emotions. I need me a woosa. I need me the kind of peace I ain't ever been used to. Been looking for reason to kill the noise or reduce up. Pour the juice up, roll a loose one. Give me a day off, Lord knows I could use one. Illmatic dreams and they real as they do come. I don't even mind the grind, do it to get by and by. Menacing flying by, from city loops in the booth to bagging loot, dragging the zoo, the game of life you never lose. I be fine, get me home tonight. I be fine on my own tonight. I be fine, get me home tonight. I be fine on my own, alright?